No, yeah, it just did the thing where it, like, just goes to default, and so there's only like one bar,
Oh
and
no.
it's not actually going through. But hey, that's a very quick fix, and so it's all good now. We're fine.
Yeah, I had the same problem right now with my audio as well. I'm just noticing because I'm looking at the bars.
You gotta love when it happens, and there's really no way to tell unless you are actively looking for that.
It's crazy because so I have so I'm using a nifty little trick, right?
Mhm.
Where I have my audio. Excuse you? You're supposed to be projecting that to... I'm perplexed. Anyways, I have it. So you can't set your Windows sounds to its own channel. It has to be set to your default sound, whatever your default sound is.
Yeah.
And so to save my stream from the bings and dongs that happen from fucking Windows, I have it isolated. My default sound is by itself, which is hilarious to me, by the way. It's just like, you're going to be the default. And the only thing that's on you is Windows sounds. And my browser.
See, I guess I don't really worry about that. I just capture my general desktop audio. That way, like, and granted, like, if I was going for like recordings and all of that, it would very much not be good because I would need to, like, I wouldn't be able to separate the game audio, my voice, and everything.
Yeah.
But since I try and just do all the balancing just in, like, on my Streamlabs itself, it makes it just nice since I'm only streaming everything. And so
nice.
I can, yeah, I don't have to worry about volume levels and everything because I can.
I have my audio split 4 ways into 4 separate channels. So this way I can raise and lower volumes as I see fit between the different sources that I use. It helps me keep my audio a little bit cleaner, in my opinion.
Okay.
It also allows me to, like, listen to things without having to be broadcast to the world when I'm listening to them. Which has allowed me to do cheeky things like watch somebody stream while I'm streaming.
You know, completely fair. See, what I do, like, because I do the exact same thing. Like, I'm watching Jinja right now. I'm not even going to lie. But I just mute the tab and just, like, watch what he's like, watch the game.
It just guess what he's saying as he's going, instead of, like, me, who I could literally right now open up Jinja stream, listen to him full on at, like, 80% volume, and nobody would be the wiser.
You know, maybe I just need to start separating everything so I can pull that off.
Hey man, it's optional, but it is a little work.
No, yeah, I do not doubt that at all.
So I should have done this at like noontime, but I am copying all the current rosters into the match tabs. This way, I don't have to look back and forth. So we're gonna start off with the eggs versus the fireballs. What do you think of these two teams? What do you think of this matchup here?
So I'm gonna go back and look at the write-up that you did just to check the actual. There we go. Ranking and just each team's record so far. So I mean, going into this, I feel like your team's definitely the favored one, just because you're 5-1 right now. You have a like solid team, and it is very much showing. I mean, just fucking look at like how much red you have on your team alone, and just like me and my Piss Wizards, you just have that fully built red team out, and it is very nice. I think the one thing that, like, if there's going to be something that hurts you this game, it's going to be having that, like, one less starred character. But, like, you have Pianta, you have Red Dry Bones, and Mario, like all of those are amazing, or like at least pretty good hitters, like whether it's for long distance or short distance. And as long as you can get Yoshi on base, like you don't have to really worry about much. It feels like Yoshi's making it home. If
it's funny that you say that, because I'm pretty sure like Yoshi is on my I should probably replace list.
Really?
Yeah, Red Yoshi's bad.
I mean, I know that for like pitching and everything, Red Yoshi's absolutely just garbage.
Like, look at those stats, dude. He's got like a 3 in pitch, 5 in batting, 5 in catching, and 9 in speed. He's like arguably the worst Yoshi.
Which, I mean, like pitching, yeah, that's bad, but at least he's average in hitting and fielding, because then like that speed can make up for a lot. I feel like, where do you have Yoshi consistently? Just at second base there?
Yoshi sits in my left field.
Left field.
And I have Ada in the middle, so this way she gives Chem to the whole outfield. So the idea is, like, I got Paratrooper on the right can do big jump, plus he's got Chem. I think that's my lineup. Yeah, that's my lineup.
See, it makes me wonder if, like, you couldn't possibly sacrifice another me for the outfield, just to put Yoshi in the center, because especially when you get those faster home runs and stuff like that are hit, Yoshi's gonna at least be able to help try and like make up that ground a bit better. And he, with covering more of that field, no matter what stage it is, with that speed, I think could help you out a lot. But yeah, I know Red Yoshi's just gonna be kind of tough to put in any spot, just because, yeah, 9 speed is great, and like speed like that is very, very powerful.
That's the only reason he's out there, is the speed, if I'm being honest. Like, what I'm actually thinking about doing personally is, what I might do is, if I'm going to keep Yoshi on the pitch, I might move him to center field and then have 2 Miis flanking him. But then what am I going to use Paratrooper for? Because his main thing is he jumps high.
Yeah, that's kind of the sore spot, but I feel like putting Paratrooper potentially either at like second base or shortstop could be, or maybe not one of those two, either first or third base, I guess, because he can catch those like higher balls that are flying out.
Yeah.
And then he's not in a as crucial of a spot, but it's again, it's trying to find out how the Miis work, or like how good the Miis can work with Red Yoshi.
I can't make any adjustments right now.
Yeah.
That would be against the rules, Derek.
I will say,
I have things to think about, though. I have an idea.
I don't. I saw you move Pianta to catcher, and
I was gonna do him to there, then her to here, him up there, Yoshi to here, pull him down to first, and then him over to third.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a bad idea at all, because you still have some speed there, which is crucial, but then you can get those higher jumps, which, like, I don't think a lot of people think about how useful that higher jump is on the infield.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really initially, but now I'm thinking about it. All right, let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Hell yeah. But Ricano Rico is rooting for the eggs today because, Ricano Rico is just always rooting for the eggs because of Blooper.
Fair enough. I respect it.
I mean, hey, you have a favorite character, you gotta kind of stick with it.
Right? Oh.
Ooh.
How did that get that
Not
far?
error.
That wasn't an error, that was a POW.
No, yeah, not an error, but there's a me on, or no, it's dry bone. Yeah, that's really surprising because there's no chem there. But yeah, already a potential for a run for the eggs here. Doesn't happen second and first. So double play right off the, well, kind of off the rip there a little bit, but does have a runner on third. Blooper not able to get it outside though of the infield, so the inning kind of ends there for the eggs. But let's see if Fireballs can make anything happen.
That was Mario to Dark.
Yoshi charging right off the bat. Doesn't swing, just on a pitch straight down the middle. Swings at that though. Does get on base, so we could potentially start seeing Yoshi steal, like look for steals and everything. And wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't know if the computer's gonna risk it.
Oh, that's too far.
It's out there,
That's
but yeah,
too
it's
far,
way too
Mario.
far.
Mario, what was that, Mario? What are you
And
doing,
Yoshi-
Mario?
Yoshi didn't go back to try and tag up and get to second base. So Yoshi's just kind of stuck there on first right now.
You refuse to see them have any faults? Oh boy. Critter to Blooper.
And to Blooper to Noki to finish out the first inning. So not much action happening right off the bat, but we're seeing a lot of plays being made, and we're seeing attempts at progress here. Okay, again, we're going to get into the Shy Guys. They decide to eat grass, cinder blocks, brick. It doesn't matter. They decide to eat it, and somehow Magnet hands their way to catching that ball, which I guess good for them, but good catch by Paratrooper though.
I got a little nervous on that one when he's back to die.
Yeah, I do not blame you, just because of the fact that I know that train was kind of making its round, just kind of back over to him.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
Still, Egg's not being able to make anything happen, so not in 2 innings, Eggs haven't been able to move through their batting rotation much. Good hit by Paratroopa, just not out of the grasp of Critter, who, no matter what team he's on, absolute beast on the infield there. And Blooper getting the out to keep any progress being made. And Pink Menace actually scores something here.
Nobody's gotten on base outside of Yoshi. I don't even understand what's going on right now.
You know what? As much as we were shit talking Red Yoshi, good shit, Red Yoshi.
Yeah,
you're at least doing something.
At least he's contributing.
Yeah. It may be a single base hit, but it's at least a base hit.
I think this is the first person that hasn't just swung on the first pitch from Carmilla.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, Mario was willing to eat shit to get that.
Yeah, really. I don't know what it is about all these characters deciding to just eat the brick on this field, but it must be some really tasty brick if they're just willing to lay out like that.
Absolutely. Tastiest brick this side of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh no!
That was Shy Guy to Mario.
To Dark Bones, yeah.
To Dark Bones, yep.
But yeah, and I don't think it would have made it to second base there if it didn't hit Baby DK first.
Because anything in the name of Dem Magnet Hands. Oh my god!
What? Huh?
He was so far out of position!
Yeah.
That
I
is
think I'm gonna have to get the pen out again. I got the pen out for Shy Guy, and I'm gonna have to start getting it out for Critter now too. What is going on?
That was like the biggest pre-run I've ever seen. He was like fucking on it.
I really think like we need to do some drug testing before games, because something's going on here that I don't think is all up to standard here.
My literal lineup has been shut down this entire time. Jesus Christ.
To be fair though, the eggs have been suffering just as bad as you have, so like this is an extremely close game. And like I was saying that you're the favorite here because of your record, but like Tinkerjings is showing how good of a team that they built just based off the fact that like it's been 3 like full innings and nothing has happened.
Not a single thing. Except defense.
Like,
lots of defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Looper back up to bat. You know what? It's not immediately caught out, but it's still out.
That was Pianta to Dark Bones, right?
Yeah. Or not Dark Bones. It's Pianta to whoever's at first base.
Yeah,
Or wait, no,
Bones.
yeah. Pianta to Dark. I was thinking for some reason Pianta was somewhere else. You know, Red Yoshi doing it again.
Doing it again!
Red Yoshi.
All the shit I talk about this man, and he decides to show up. Mother... Blooper.
Please.
Blooper with the double play.
No.
I cannot get
Oh my
on
gosh.
base.
No, like, the only person on your team willing to put in the effort is the person we shit talk. And at that point, what does that say about your team?
What is happening here?
Maybe more hate needs to be going into your team, and we need to start talking about how bad everyone is on your team.
I guess.
Instead of Red Yoshi, because he's the only one pulling some weight as far as offense.
So what's crazy here, right? Is like the two pitchers are a story. It's like two completely different stories almost right now. Because like
Yeah.
Carmilla has pitched far less than Baby Peach has so far.
And well, like that's the thing. It's not all that much less when you think it's been spread out now over 5 innings, and like because there's a double play
And it changed again.
Yeah, like so no one has really been like getting a chance to pitch for all that long because it's just like 3 up and 3 down, or at least close to it. Because just the defensive side of each team is so insane that not a lot is happening otherwise. Not in time, barely.
I hate it here.
Yeah, I do not blame you. Get Red Yoshi back up to bat.
Stand out.
You didn't even dive in the right direction, Critter. Where are you going?
He's too busy flexing to care about directionals.
You know what? Fair enough, I guess. Who am I to say what Critter can do and not do?
I know you said that there's not a big difference between their pitching right now, but it really is, though. Baby Peach is already past 30 pitches, and Carmilla hasn't even reached 20. Also, Pink Menace. Good job being a menace.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely finally time to see another character beside Red Yoshi getting there. And immediately out, yeah. So,
and it's over. It's gone. It's over. Oh my god.
I will say though too, you have to think that Baby Peach has been throwing more balls than what Carmilla has. So
that's true.
Carmilla has very much been on the offense and like forcing them to take swings. Where was that at? Where? How, Shy Guy?
Don't worry about it. We don't worry about the bag of gloving, okay, or the glove of holding. All right, it's an extra dimensional space.
That's the thing though. It's not even like it's a little bit of a glove of holding, and then it's also like just a vacuum. It's like a black hole where it just sucks the ball into the mitt, and it's just, they call it a day.
This game is a war of attrition right now. Who will break first?
And all I'm seeing is Red Yoshi is guaranteed in this lineup, and I'm hoping for a third base hit, if nothing else. I like at the bare minimum.
You just want him to keep proving me wrong.
No, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Red Yoshi so far, and I'm so proud of him because like I accept that he is garbage. Like day in day out, you put Red Yoshi in the field, he's going to be garbage, but he is showing up today, and I appreciate that.
I can't believe this.
This is insane.
I can't believe this.
Yoshi, show him how it's done. Please show him how it's done.
I can't believe this.
I know you can do it, Yoshi.
Finally!
Okay, you know what?
He's mortal.
Yoshi, go say think about what you've done. Get back in the dugout. Your coach is going to scream at you.
We are going into 7 innings scoreless for both teams, or the 7th inning scoreless right now. This is ridiculous.
I don't think anyone needs the 7th inning stretch because, like...
this game has been so fast.
Yeah, there hasn't been enough game to, like... The fans are going to be absolutely disappointed in the game that they're getting because they just keep seeing 3 up and 3 down.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Katana, how's it going?
Oh, is this a hit?
And we finally see another base hit. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was almost really bad for Zaza. That was very dangerous. Oh, Mario with error!
An error!
Do we finally see a run? This is the first RBI chance we've seen since inning 1, I believe.
Yeah, it was inning 1.
Noki's looking for it. Noki's charging for it. Yeah, I appreciate it, and I'm doing good. Oh! Okay, not going home, but bases are loaded for Critter, and this is a deadly situation to be put into.
This is probably a guaranteed run.
You see the charge? It's out.
No, there's no way.
Time and the train. Absolute grand slam from Critter. A cheat in both offense and defense. It's just absolute cheat code and finally coming through for the team. And putting Carmilla out of it, potentially. She stays in. It was foul. So Carmilla's gonna have to keep pitching for just a little bit longer.
Mario.
And there's the out. Nice.
With the way the defenses go, that might have been the death blow of this whole match.
I think so.
We need
but
some
at the same time, we've seen Mario make some big plays. We've seen Carmilla make some big plays.
That's true. It's never over, and this team usually shows up towards the end of the game anyway.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that could be. Yeah, that's. Oh, Mario doesn't even go for the double. Despite getting the bomb hit, he doesn't go for the double.
Sure.
Oh no. Carmilla puts it right to blooper. Good hit from Paratroopa though.
Alright, they're starting to wear.
And that's really, really good for the fireballs. But they need the switch to happen. Two innings left for the fireballs to make something happen with Baby DK and Yoshi just coming up to the plate here soon. Very surprised that they're making Carmilla keep pitching here, because she is definitely tired after that Grand Slam, but it seems like they're gonna keep her in for just a little while longer. And really, when you only have one bad inning, how much can you really say about that pitcher? And like, if that's the reason you have to get out of the off the mound, it's not really a bad thing. Base hit from Yoshi though, which is looking to make the lead even further away from the Fireballs.
Oh, well, they switched the captain in.
Yeah, that was really close. Not making a dive for that to try and catch that, but still doing really well. But again, this could be another bases loaded scenario. Blooper does get the base hit. Yoshi looking for home. Close play. Yoshi wins it. No one's looking to move though. And we could be seeing another Grand Slam here if Noki gets on base. It's down the center, but yeah, Shy Guy's there to stop it. And I think that is the luckiest thing to happen for the Fireballs in that moment. It's just some really bad contact. And really the heartbreaking thing is that you can definitely see it going your way, Choco, because like if it just lined up slightly better, because with Pianta being such a heavy hitter and like on your team, it could have been Pianta making that Grand Slam play instead of Critter, but it just happened to be Critter today. Oh, and they take out Pianta.
My team's fighting themselves.
Yeah, it's at this point they're just trying to figure out their own team right now when the cohesion is just absolutely there for the eggs. Got Critter leading off here though, but no one on base, so it's, even if a home run does happen, it's going to be a lot less impactful, but it would still be a run, but grounds it up to Shy Guy. Paratrooper trying to make something happen here. He's just kind of staring at every ball that flies by him right now. Charges. Me doesn't dive for the play, but does get it out there. Baby Peach may be looking for a home run. She's definitely shown some massive plays as part of pitching, and now she's getting a really good base hit. Could see a 3-run home run from Baby DK if he decides to charge it, but we're not seeing a charge yet. He's also just staring down. Oh, I hear her charge though, and the pitch was too quick for Baby DK, and Marty gets the strikeout. Let's go. Shy Guy barely getting it out of his hands in time to make sure that out happens, and Fireballs with the last inning here to really make sure that they can make a comeback here. And we've seen 6-run innings a bunch of times before, and probably even more. It's just, can this be that inning for the Fireballs? It gets down. So Dark Bones is on first. And we've seen a lot of base hits from Yoshi. Will he make something happen? Stares the first one down. Hits it into a double play. Choco, I'm so sorry. I see why you're trying to get rid of Red Yoshi now. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
It hurts because it's a shutout. And not even because of like the way the game played out, but the fact that it was a shutout. That hurts.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like I said, it literally could have gone the other way, just on a different day. It just, for some reason, wasn't your team's time.
Okay, I'm just gonna go cut my wrists. Don't mind me, I'll be back. God damn, that's painful.
I've definitely had my team be on the wrong end of a few unfortunate circumstances. Like, those build up a lot. I wasn't here, so I don't know what happened. But I can picture it.
I got my ass slapped seven ways to Sunday by the fucking eggs. That's what happened.
I can't even like say that that's what happened though, because it was really.
It definitely was though. It's 5-0.
I mean,
not till inning 7 though.
Yeah, like you look at inning 7, it was only because of the Critter Grand Slam. So 3 base hits and and a home run hit.
Yeah, but that's consistent. Consistent production in an inning. That's bad. That's not just like because of one hit. It's because of consistent production. My team fucking failed me hard here.
I mean, I'm not going to completely deny that, but they've only failed you really in 1 inning. And
look at the points. They got nothing. They did nothing. Mario was the only person who did shit.
Yeah. I do like how Red Yoshi and Yanta were the ones to get the most in batting.
And he only got 20 points!
Yeah. Which, to be fair, if the ball's not hit to you, you can't get, like, fielding or anything, so that makes sense. But, yeah, that is...
I mean, yeah, Shy Guy did some work. Shy Guy put in, 11 assists? 4 outs. I don't deny, like, the defensive plays that my team made. I'm annoyed that they couldn't produce on offense. Like, the one thing that, like, they're supposed to be able to decently do, and they failed me hard.
Yeah, and that's completely understandable, but I feel like most teams are better known for their defense rather than their offense, especially in this league right now. And like the only team that's really known for their offense is the Wilds. And
I disagree. I think the Monsters are known for their offense.
Well,
I also think the Muscles have some really solid offense as well.
I would like to think so, but at the same time, I've seen us not charge for, like, you know, any inning, so we don't get to show it off so much.
Going back real fast, the Monsters, I think, are the most, like, streaky team. Like, they can be absolutely crazy in a day, or they can do absolutely nothing in a day. And like, I expect them to do a lot, but the Monsters, like, a few times have just had like duds of games where just nothing happened.
That's absolutely true. Yes.
I think this is going to be a really interesting game. Funky Kong, when I went and looked at the stats, has the most home runs out of anyone so far.
Really?
Yeah, speaking of trying to do the stats, I'm trying to get my ass back on it. This way I can actually publish information like that to people. It's just so hard for me to go back and watch the old matches when like I got other stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will say this, like, I know Funky Kong is a very good power hitter, but it is still surprising a little bit to hear that he has the most home runs in the league so far.
It is pretty surprising.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Wild's home run production is spread off across 5 people. Meanwhile,
That's true.
the Monkeys really only have like 2 home run hitters on their roster when you really think about it, between Wiggler and Funky Kong, and that's about it. Like, yeah, sure, me can also get a home run on a lucky day, but they're not going to be consistent with it.
No, unless it's like Daisy Cruz or something.
Exactly.
Something very interesting that I found out about. So I found that Toad, I can't remember their whole name, but Toad last week was putting a spreadsheet in the chat. I was not able to get that link to work, but I was able to find the spreadsheet. Interestingly enough, Wario and Bowser Jr. Are not power batters. They're considered technique batters, which is probably part of the reason why Wario is not swinging for the fences in a lot of situations.
Bowser Jr. I can see, but when like Nintendo consistently puts Wario as this like just very powerful guy, I'm surprised they don't list him as a power hitter. Very much so. It seems like a weird thing from a lot of times. I know like when Nintendo has third-party developers do a lot of their sports games, like a lot of times characters' personalities don't exactly translate the best, or people lose certain attributes or game them randomly. So like it could be something like that. Which would be more understandable if the team name wasn't literally the Wario Muscles. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong.
I would accept that explanation if they do go, you know what the perfect name for this team is? Wario Muscles. But let's still have him be a technique batter.
Alright. Dinah's team versus my team. I'm excited here.
Yeah, we intentionally waited for this one, so this way you could be here.
Oh, thank you.
Although I see that you tried to send me a change of roster.
It does not matter.
It's too late for that, unfortunately.
Wiggler doing what Wiggler does best and just blocking that entire section of field.
Existing? Good at existing? Yeah. That's all Wiggler does? He exists? His existence is just like, I am 900 feet tall and I have like 12 gloves.
Exactly, and you know what? In baseball, that's one hell of a just personality to have.
One hell of a personality.
I think that was Cloud able to squeeze one through. Interesting bunt.
Yeah, why is Bowser Jr. looking to bunt here?
Sack bunt, sack bunt, sack bunt. I'm just gonna start saying that. Baby. I'm gonna just start saying sack bunt every time I see this shit. At least he's pulling away just in time.
Is he gonna get walked? Oh no!
Oh my god! He still got out.
No!
He still got out.
Yeah.
It was
after all that shit. After all that shit, he still got out.
he could have at least taken that strike to like try and see if he gets another ball.
Oh, that's stayed fair.
Drybones almost grabs that though.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah, low trajectory though.
We got guys on the corners, striking distance.
And just
Lady Death up to that.
Hit a gap, Lady Death.
And we
And yep, there's Wiggler's personality shining through once again.
Shit, where was the second out?
The bunt.
Oh, the bunt.
Yeah.
Who got that out?
Yo, what's up, Ben?
The
How's
third
it going?
baseman.
Third baseman?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and a drive right to Shy Guy.
On the first pitch, too.
Nice dive.
Shy Guy's absolutely going for it today.
2 pitches, 2 hits to Shy Guy. Will it be 3 for 3?
At least it's consistent. Where's Lady Death from? Lady Death is from Marvel Comics.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
And here he is.
Yeah,
Man, we've been
Wiggler's
talking
trying
about
to-
it.
Oh, big swing and a miss.
He's charging. He's going for it.
Oh,
wow.
He should have just went for it. He should have just went for it.
absolutely freaking buried it to the ground.
He might as well just put it like, just slammed his surfboard down, just on top of the ball.
Yeah, there's so
Good hit.
when I first made the league, I asked people to submit me's and ideas for me's to me, and I got a bunch of blank stares. So I just started one day. I just sat down and was like, I'm gonna make a bunch of me's based on my favorite franchises. So Resident Evil, Castlevania. You know, that's where most of these characters come from.
I'm gonna be so honest, I didn't even see that message. Otherwise, I would have absolutely given you some ideas.
I also I did Final Fantasy characters as well. Oh
Hey, fair.
my god!
That's good.
Let's go.
K-Rool strutting around like he owns DK's own jungle. Even hitting the top
Yeah.
of the post there.
Yeah, I didn't realize I hit the post. That's very cool.
And that's gonna be it for Magic Koopa.
Yeah, and K-Rool does own this place. What do you mean?
He's at least acting like it now. I don't know if he was treating like it before, but good base hit there. Let's go.
Sora getting on base, looking good.
And the monkey's still in trouble this. Oh, except Greg
there's
looks like he
double.
wants to double play.
Looks like it. No, he did. He absolutely
Yep.
did double play. There wasn't a looks like he wants to. And then
what
he
a
decided.
dive.
And then he decided he was going to unmake your inning on top of that. How do you feel about it?
Yo, Wiggler hitting a stick dance move, doing the worm out there while catching the ball. That was pretty
And he's
sick.
up to bat. Time to continue that
Listen.
momentum.
Listen, Greg just knew that he needed to give the other team a chance after that 3-run home run. And so he's just like, here, there you go, Wiggler, show him how it's done.
Yeah, he's just a nice guy. I
Absolutely.
He really is.
get it. He'll
Absolute
show up when
sweetheart.
he's needed.
Absolutely.
Did the stream together break, by the way?
I don't believe so. It still says share chat.
I gotta refresh it because it's not showing whose chat is whose anymore.
I just put a message in.
Okay.
Oh, and a hit. Just barely gets scooped by the left fielder.
Also, speaking of which, Jolteon, are you streaming right now?
I am not.
Okay.
The captain with a good base hit up the middle, and this is a scary spot.
Yeah, Jill up to bat. Usually Mies don't get home runs, but if we can at least see a base hit, it could be the start of a really good rally with Magic Koopa up next.
Until Boomerang, bro! Until
that's a
Boomerang, bro!
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have easily been a triple play if that's what they needed right there.
Until Boomerang,
And right
bro!
back into a potential productive part of the lineup. Oh, and Wiggler's just too quick with it, making great plays out there.
He's
Again, when
sick
you're
with it, if you
900
will.
feet tall and just need to like lay down in order to catch a ball. Like baseball becomes very easy for you.
Imagine if like 7 feet tall people play baseball instead of basketball.
Oh, and
Just in the
Monkey
off-season,
eating
they
a
play
banana out
baseball.
there.
You make more money playing baseball than you do basketball.
It's true.
If I was 9 feet tall and could play baseball, you know, you bet your ass I'd be a shortstop somewhere.
You are laying out for every single ball that comes into your general vicinity.
Absolutely.
All right, Cynthia, get a good hit. Oh, just watching it.
She's waiting for something though.
Oh, that's
And
a great hit.
correctly there. Let's go.
And a
Waiting
run
for a
batted
pitch,
in.
exactly.
Increasing that lead to 4-0.
And starting to eat into that captain's stamina.
Absolutely. And while one run won't do it, Keegan K. Rool can just own the place all
Absolutely
over again by
make
one
it
more
happen
charge
again.
home run. No, he doesn't even
Electing
wait.
not to charge. Is he gonna get out? He is.
He doesn't even get
And
the
so you guys don't
hit.
get the run. You guys didn't get the run. Oh no. That could have
Well-
very easily been a 5-0 game, but he just walked his way over to first base, getting himself out.
Yeah, just waddled his way. You know, it's okay. He tried. He was just
Tried is
tired
definitely
from
what I would
rocking
say.
the first at bat so hard he couldn't charge this time.
You know, fair. When your team is already up, fucking 4-0, do you really need another home run?
Yeah, exactly. My team is just trying not to have the other team feel too bad.
Absolutely, I can see it.
We love Dino. Ooh, the star pitch. Do another
Very
one,
good
Cynthia.
And boomerang,
Oh,
bro.
no.
Triple play?
Oh, triple play! You hate to see it.
Oh, I love this.
I can't blame you. It's it's your team getting the triple play, so I can't blame you there.
All of the bros, the boomerang bros, hammer bro, fire bro, are all just crazy on the infield. They rob so many things.
Greg. Right to Wiggler.
Wow.
Right to Wiggler. Again.
I feel like
Oh,
Wiggler just caught that with his mouth. Considering he never needs to jump for
Cloud.
these, I feel like that's what's happening.
Oh.
One attempt at Cloud, though. Genuinely, that was so nice.
Great hit from Cloud, but yeah. This outfield is going to be hard to get anything past if you don't have great velocity off the bat or hit one of the corners. And the scary part of the lineup coming up for the Monkeys here. Let's see if Cynthia can handle him quickly.
What a
No
shot!
one's getting there.
Yeah, no one's going for it.
It's gone.
Dry Bones showing up for his team.
That's a quick one. One pitch into the inning and Drybone strikes back.
And you know who's not to blame for that? Greg. Let's go. It's not Greg's fault.
Not Greg's fault. Let's go.
Nice job, Greg.
Good job, Greg.
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, good hit. Monkey gets on the base.
A double.
Surprises me how many long hits turn into singles.
Right? No attempt at trying to boomerang that one either.
Madness.
Also,
Utter madness.
is it just me, or is Wiggler's bat just comically small for how tall he is?
You are correct. It is smaller than this bat right now
Yeah.
by a lot.
it's like half the size.
And that was a great back bunt coming through, and a great position for the captain coming up. If he gets a hit to the outfield, then very likely 2 runs come in.
What I'm realizing is that Wiggler's bat is a lot like Diddy Kong's, and I hate it because at least Diddy Kong's makes sense because like he maybe picked up a stick off the ground and just went, you know, this is my bat, I'm rocking with this. Where Wiggler, what are you doing? Like you got a custom made bat with like your own spots on it and everything, and you choose to have it be the size of like a Louisville Slugger.
Don't mock the Louisville Sluggers.
I'm not. They are great, like, to have as a like little knickknack or whatever, but or like souvenir. But I'm not going to say that I'm going to be actively going into a baseball league with my choice of bat being a Louisville Slugger.
I'd do it.
And everyone,
I would fucking do it.
Everyone knows. You know, fair enough, I guess. I can't stop you from making that choice, but
I would go in with the steelest, like a steel reinforced Louisville Slugger, and I would swing one-handed because I can.
You know, if you're going for like full steel reinforced Louisville Slugger, then fair enough at that point. You put your own money into that one, and I do not doubt that thing's gonna pop like no other. However, I do not think that's where Wiggler is at right now.
Oh,
let's go! What a snag!
Oh, she didn't even move. She just reached her glove out and touched somebody, and that was it.
The defensive plays that we've seen today are just like getting progressively more ridiculous. I
Absolute
swear.
bonkers.
Charge coming out from Bowser Jr.
And then he won't charge the second time.
He just got tired. He charged one time and got tired.
For sure, got tired. You know, it's hard to swing a paintbrush like that. It's a hard trick.
It's a really big paintbrush.
It is, and to spin it that quickly is very impressive. But I do feel like there's better ways about going for it. But hey, who am I to say? I'm not the one with the giant paintbrush.
That's true. I'm not the one with the giant paintbrush either.
For the captain and yeah, nothing scary anymore, really, for this inning, and yeah.
And yeah, it's not a ball. It's not a ball belter key because it with the star pitch, it goes so far outside, but like then cuts in super hard as well. So it does go over the plate. It just makes the timing harder to hit.
And the guy who ripped a solo homer is looking to strike again.
Does he do it?
Hit it hard.
I think it gets stolen here, though.
They just
look at it. They just look at it. They're just letting Dry Bones get away with this. And again, I would like to say, not Greg's fault.
It was just too much of a moon ball. They couldn't reach it. I don't know, I'm making up excuses.
You're making up excuses now.
You know who we don't have to make excuses for? Greg. Let's go, Greg.
Exactly.
Truly my goat. He's more than just a Koopa Troopa to me.
And
oh no. Please get there, someone, anyone. Oh no. Funky Kong just ripping one again.
And 2 quick strikes from the monkeys, yeah, and they pull ahead.
And now they're ahead.
Bowser Jr. not phased though. He says, I give up homers for breakfast.
It's more like he's used to catching yell.
I don't think you want that to be your catchphrase.
He's just used to catching L's, it's fine. He's been catching L's from Mario for years now.
It's like saying, man, I just love serving hitters like just meatballs. Like I work at a sub shop.
Exactly.
I just love hitting him, like just pitching straight down the center as slow as I possibly can, so he can just knock it out of the park.
Like that one.
Maybe it is time for Bowser Jr. to just come off the plate. I don't know. I don't think Paint's gonna help you here, buddy. I'm so sorry. Or maybe you should have stuck to arts and crafts. I don't know. Like at this point, I don't know what you need, Bowser Jr., but you need something.
Oh, and Magic Koopa last time they were up. Pretty sure got an RBI, so this is a scary person.
Oh, wow.
But awkward contact, and yeah, Bowser Jr. gets bailed out a little bit.
And the earthquake is active now, so it's just a matter of time of, or no, it's not anymore.
Ooh, and a big scoop
That's
from
crazy.
Magic Koopa.
Absolutely insane. Magic Koopa went for it again, but Cynthia getting through there.
Yeah, Magic Koopa going for a solid effort on the play, but just scoots past.
Oh, the
And
low trash.
Rule with a rip straight to Wiggler, and Wiggler just showing off why his height is such a great asset.
And like I said, at this point, I'm not even sure if it's an asset or if it's just a personality trait to Wiggler. I feel like Wiggler just puts that he's like 7 foot in his dating bio and just leaves the rest of it blank.
Oh, what's your interpretation?
7 foot tall, 6 pairs of legs, or 3 pairs of legs.
He just lets his pictures do the rest of the talking. He just puts 7 foot
Oh,
in his
who got that
bio
out?
and there's nothing else.
Or was that a foul? Is that a
Foul.
foul?
Yeah.
Okay.
Foul.
And Drybone's up again. This is scary for Bowser Jr. He lifts it again, but elects not to charge swing, and if that was charged, it would have likely carried out.
Donkey Kong can't make it happen though.
And the barrel not
Jeez.
coming in time, and yeah, Bowser Jr. able to get out of there without any damage.
And we see Greg in the middle of the lineup. Let's go, Greg, I believe.
Yo, if Cloud here can get on second for Greg, I think he has an easy RBI.
No, see, Greg's the kind of guy that will put Cloud on second. Or not Cloud, but
That was Sora.
put him on, yeah, put Sora on second so that Cloud can then score Sora. I believe in Greg. I know the kind of guy that Greg is, and that's what he would do.
Yo, Diddy's trying to psych out the batter by throwing it to first repeatedly, and it looks like it's working.
Joke's on you, though. You can't psych out Greg. Sacrifice hit. I told you he was gonna put Sora there.
Yeah, Greg able to get Sora in the scoring position for Cloud here.
I messed up the batting order for your team again.
Oh no! No!
That is unfortunate.
That is so unfortunate.
Oh, and Wiggler getting angry.
Absolutely, and ripping it.
And a weird
Doesn't
sound,
go to
but yeah.
Earthquake's activated though. Could mean something huge. It's not gonna happen there though. And it gets the Bowser Jr.'s team out of the range for having to worry about the earthquake.
Oh, and
let's go,
Greg with a huge
Let's
play.
go, Greg. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What are we hell yang?
Greg.
I'm like so lost.
Greg just existing.
I
Greg
just-
got him out.
I just spilled some water on myself.
Oh, no.
I've never seen this guy swing while swinging. Oh my god.
And
Maybe there's a
Bowser-
reason for that. Maybe there's a reason for that.
Bowser Jr. drives me crazy.
He knows how to piss you off, and damn, is he pulling it out right now? Oh, but Boomerang Bro not able to put it out. For
Wow,
him.
and Donkey Kong or Diddy Kong able to grab that off his toes there, or over his shoulder or something. That was a crazy catch.
this is a crazy game, by the way. When I look at the numbers, Diddy Kong started off at second base and didn't do anything at second base. That out is the first out he's gotten all game on defense. Absolute
Sometimes it's not the
blockers.
run game.
Mees don't care.
Good hit, but yeah.
But neither
Mees
does
do not
Lady
care.
Death.
Nice. Good catch.
Two solid hits, but the outfielder's just able to get there this time. They don't fall for hits. Toad here always worries me that he's gonna rip a homer.
Good hit by Toad.
And here
We
comes
see
K-Rool, the
K-Rool?
closer.
I gotta say, I was not expecting K-Rool to be the closer of all people.
And a bobble out there. Not a buddy play, but a bobble. And that allows the runner on second to advance.
Yeah. It was a chem bobble though, so it made it a little bit easier for them to shut down a big plays, and Gray Shy Guy out there really making work happen.
Yeah, great Shy Guy. Yeah, saving at least one run there.
Saving the team. Team's on his back.
Now, the
Now he has
question
a
is,
chance to come up and get a hit.
yeah, does he help put together something he doesn't? But there's there's Cynthia before K-Rool, and if Cynthia can get on base, they can get So all K-Rool can do right now is just tie up the game.
And he needs to, because this is the last out.
And you know what? He doesn't put it away, but he at least gets a really good hit out there. So he's
Yeah.
at least trying to start something.
At least he's able to get on base.
My goat is up next. Let's see if he can actually get a chance to hit. Oh, let's
And a
go.
Nice hit up the middle for Sora. And here comes Greg.
I believe in Greg. Greg knew that this was his time, and he's about to shine.
Greg's gonna rip a homer.
Absolutely.
See, that wasn't his pitch. He knew.
Yeah. It had some curve on
Oh,
it.
wow.
You know, when your personality is 9 foot tall, it's hard to beat that in a baseball field. That's what can I say?
All I gotta say in that replay, Magic Koopa's nowhere near the bag.
No, yeah, he passed it by like a mile.
But great game for the Monkeys, and honestly, coming into this game, I feel like it was always gonna be hard to beat the team that just took down the top team. And I know Chaco earlier was saying that the only real 2 home run threats on this team are Funky Kong and Wiggler, but I think Drybones every week, the different Drybones have shown how dangerous they are as hitters, and they've been getting home runs, like at least one between the character every week, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I gotta say, it's very surprising because, like, even on the, like, uncharged hits, Drybones was popping it into the air.
Yeah.
It was just his day today. Like,
Yeah, Drybones just always surprises me with how solid their bat is.
For sure.
yeah,
I
and
agree.
so I'm excited to see the future and how, like, what it could hold for Drybones there.
I'm sorry, what?
And abysmal
What was
stats for the rookies.
Seemed. What was that
We
statement, please? Can we go back a little bit here?
Greg's my goat. Greg's my goat. I don't know what you're talking about. I saw nothing.
Motherfucker.
Greg's my goat. Greg did nothing wrong.
Greg did nothing wrong. I agree. Greg did nothing wrong.
Exactly. See, that's all we need to worry about.
All right. Next matchup is the Spitballs versus the Monarchs. Spitballs are home, so it's Mario
That
Stadium
was
Day.
only a 1-run loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As far as L's go, a one-run loss is not bad.
Yeah. Aaron, what teams are we about to have? The Spitballs and the Monarchs.
Yep.
So coming into this game, well, I really like both these teams. Where I feel like I'm not completely sure what their records are, but I feel like their records don't necessarily translate to the strength of their team. I feel like they're definitely like solidly above average in my opinion, where they just need more games under their belt for their record to reflect that. Because I think they both have a slightly losing record, but I think as the season progresses, I think they will both have a winning record.
Makes sense.
Falco, do you think we're gonna see the absolute GOAT version of you that we've seen before, or the absolute fuck up version of you that we've seen before?
I'm not one to predict.
That's what's going to determine the outcome of the game, right?
I'm pretty sure my character fucks up every time.
I don't agree with that statement there. I feel like your character has done pretty well. You definitely had some rough moments, but I don't think you've like fucked up every single time, right?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
close to that.
I was watching the Spitballs versus the Eggs from week 2 this morning, and every single time I went up to bat, I caused it out. If on myself, if not other people. You can't tell me that's not F-up behavior.
You know what? Some
know?
weeks are just bad weeks for you, and that's okay. Some games are just bad games.
Just wait for the playoff.
Oh wait, no, she's
That's
it-
where Chaco shows up.
Yeah, that's where he really shows up, and that's honestly just where you need him to show up, and nowhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as the rest of the team is there to get you guys to playoffs, you don't need him to show up anywhere else.
That's true. First base. Third base. Catcher. Second base.
Yeah, with both of these teams being 2-4 right now, it's really going to be interesting to see who can take this win and potentially keep a or like start up a rally for something, and who's just going to be suffering for another week.
True.
Yeah, I think both these teams with their offense, like, they can be very consistent and explosive potentially with their big hitters, but like they also are very likely to just get shut out in it. Like Noki there gets a solid hit, and there's a good chance that gets through, but like Sky Guy there is solid and gonna stop it. But
Good hit by Fire Bro.
yeah,
Man,
Fire
he's
Bro,
on fire! Is it the shoes?
And Drybone a
he
big
gets back
fly,
up.
but yeah, does not carry far enough, and that brings Baby Daisy up. Something very interesting about Baby Daisy is they're actually considered a power hitter, and that is why Baby Daisy likes to charge so much.
You want to talk about fuck ups though? What are the babies doing 90% of the time?
Yo,
90%
Troy,
of the
that's
time, it
awesome.
feels
Thank
like-
you.
It feels like babies are only there to pitch and not a whole lot else.
You see, I think the babies in the hands of, and that's a
You were
big
saying?
rip.
You were saying?
I think the babies in the hands of a player can be pretty solid, but I feel like their AI just is not that solid.
No, yeah, that's very true. Because I was about to say, like, Baby Daisy just immediately let a home run happen, and I don't think there's much coming back from that.
These are good though, Troy. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I hope you've been having fun watching these. As much fun as I've been having producing these. I also, you know, it wouldn't be nearly as good if I didn't have co-hosts that were willing to participate in this with me.
Hey, we love being here.
Yeah, I mean, I just love the fact that this exists. So,
We
do
won't talk
anything
about this
to help.
guy's nickname, but... Oh, Monty Mole!
yeah, Monty with a bobble out there.
Poor Monty.
Could have led to, honestly, a fairly easy double if Pianta wanted to go for it. Toadsworth with a nice hit.
My favorite part about this and running this is the fact that, like, this is, like, kind of a mix of, like, fantasy baseball and, like, you know, freaking, like, all those management sims, you know? Like,
Yeah.
for different kinds of games. Because
Chaco ripping a hit to the
Let's go.
gas.
Let's go, Chaco.
let's not give me credit, please.
I'm gonna give you credit. No. We're giving you
Can't
credit
believe I
because
played
you
for the
absolutely
Spitballs.
ripped
I would've
that
been-
into the outfield.
I should have been a bench warmer on my own team.
You took the spirit of that Louisville Slugger that you're talking about and just put it into your knees bat. there.
Absolutely.
That's why we're giving you credit. Because you absolutely ripped it. Oh no! Chaco is
be a
looking
triple
down
play?
the ground.
Wait. What just happened? What just... I'm pausing. I'm pausing so I can record that. What the fuck?
That's fair.
So the third baseman threw it to second.
So Toad got to second, right? And that caused it out, I'm guessing.
No,
and then
I thought it was
No.
Waluigi threw it to the second.
Someone threw it to second.
I thought it was Waluigi threw it to second, and then second threw it to first, who threw it to third, which allowed you to go backwards and
we have a solution. This is broadcasted for a reason.
True, clip it.
I'm going back into the VOD. Everybody, wait a second. I missed it. I gotta go back into the VOD. Yeah, I don't often miss things, but right now, that was one. I was like... Oh boy. How do I get to my video? There we go. Don't mind me. Professional streamer. Completely professional streamer. Okay, let's look at this play here. Terra up to bat. One pitch from Peach. She swings on the first one. It grounds out to Shy Guy. Shy Guy gets the ball, throws it to second base. Alright, that tags out Monty Mole right there. So, Shy Guy to Noki. And then Noki chucks it to first, giving it to Pianta for the second out. Leaving Choco stranded on base on the third to second turn. Okay, we're good to continue now. Sorry about that, everybody. I just needed to make sure I got that right.
Oh, and here comes the captain. He often gets hits, so this is exactly who you want up in an RBI position.
Captains are usually big players to their team. They have secret additional stats, I think, that make them better than regular players.
Yep.
And it shows as he bats in me.
Nice.
And Jocko, the tying run out there, and yeah, Waluigi, in another game, just like proving how great of a player he is.
And
I love
Choco
Waluigi.
said he was a fuck up.
I am.
No, you're not. You just ran into one run that your team has scored so far.
The first 3 games, I was absolutely trash, man.
Hey, you just need one good game to like really show everyone that you're.
I'm gonna finish the stat logs and I'm gonna show you how trash my player is. I swear.
Yeah,
I'm dedicated
sometimes
to it.
You just need one game to show that you can be a threat. You don't need every game to. You don't need to be like absolute winner for every game, or even most games.
And a strikeout for Pete.
That's gonna be
Amazing
super unfortunate for the Spitballs.
Yeah, and the Spitballs ran 2 runners is very unfortunate.
Waluigi doesn't extend his arm there for some reason.
Honestly, just a base hit from Toad isn't that bad.
But all he had to do is just put his glove out.
I had to reach across his body. That's pretty hard.
Disagree,
I like to
he's
give
a
my
video game
favorite
character.
people excuses.
I would disagree. He is a video game character who doesn't have to follow the laws of real physics. Just saying. As exhibits like 7 through 21, Shy Guy face planting and somehow catching a ball in the air.
A huge hit from Shy Guy, but the buddy throw
He gets there.
makes it a very close play. But yeah,
You know, we blame Monty Mole for that. He should have kicked it sooner. He should have kicked it sooner.
he could have kicked it sooner. Was not the Choco fuck up.
Nope.
That was a great hit coming in from Shy Guy.
Choco's still a goat for this game.
He's got
We're gonna miss on the changeup.
2 runners in scoring position here.
Good contact though.
Oh, there's a little mix-up. Hector didn't run. But it doesn't
They
matter,
didn't need to though.
as Richter bats in 2 runners.
Wow, and cleans up the bases.
And yeah, with only one person on bases now, this... I mean, it's a little bit of a rally, but can they stop the bleeding happening? Especially now with
There's no
Waluigi on
outs. There's no stopping of any bleeding happening right now.
Well...
But that's a start.
You know, that begs to differ.
That's a start. That's a
Wait,
start.
that
That's a
foul
start.
block only hit the runner.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. And Noki with a huge shot.
Let's go, Choco. Let's go, Choco.
And
Noki
Choco,
taking the hit, saying, "Get down, Mr. President."
yeah.
Doki's saving the day.
That's actually such a clutch save. That might have made him drop it. And Fire Bro wants to strike back and cut the lead here. But not able to get a hold of that one. Yeah. But able to get a nice base hit for his team to start the inning. And Drybones here, he can produce big hits, but he gets jammed there, and that's a double play. Opting to swing even though he was very close to getting hit by that pitch.
You know what? I'm okay with that out because that puts Choco right at the beginning of the batting lineup next inning, and we love to see it.
We hate to see it.
Also, baby's fucked up again.
Ooh, nice. Monty, dive for it! Choco once again having to cover for other people's mistakes.
And
What is going on?
somehow that dropped, yeah. Monty elects to not get in the ground like a mole, and just watches it.
Ooh, the rivalry.
And this is a big moment for both these captains.
Absolutely. This really does determine whether or not the direction of the game, and yeah, Peach getting that hit could just be everything.
And Monty just barely not getting 2 balls this inning, and they're able to fall for hits, and now it's bases loaded for a big guy Toad. And Toadsworth rounding third.
No, he gets out.
But
Toadsworth
the
is too
throw
slow.
gets there.
Let's go, Choco.
Yeah, Choco with the quick throw, able to get it there, skipping the cutoff because he knows he just needs to get it there fast. And a huge item play, but Pete electing not to run, and bases loaded again. And last time Shy Guy was up, he got a huge hit into the gap, so Waluigi electing to start pitch wisely.
I want to shit talk Monty so badly, but at the same time, dude is getting absolutely bullied in the outfield. It's just
Yeah.
it's just not even funny at this point. He's getting hit with every item in the game.
And a double
What a
play is
double
able
play.
to save a run there, and only 2 runs come across for the Monarchs with bases loaded and quite a few at bats there.
Does anybody
But-
know who made it across the plate on the RBI off of Shy Guy Blue?
Ooh, no clue.
I'm not sure. But he does get an out there.
I need to figure out who did it, because I gotta give them credit for getting in.
No key at first, though, to get the out.
Was it Toadsworth?
No, Toadsworth was out. It must have been Pete.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that does sound right.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
Shinoa at bat here.
and
Good arm
one-
by Fire.
yeah.
Bro.
quick play, and yeah, it's a nice play. And Noki, one of my favorite players in the league here, looking to produce even more for their team here. And able to fight off a pitch from Waluigi there.
It's the island throw, but yeah, not accurate enough to stop Firebro from throwing it first.
And Pianta wanting to hit the fences. Is he gonna keep looking for it though? Not electing to there.
Yeah, that's definitely not looking good. That could be a strikeout. No! Pianta's still fighting.
Well,
That just barely falls foul. And
I'm gonna have to rewatch this game.
There.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to
Firebro
rewatch this
just-
game. I can't. My stats are fucked. I don't know where I went wrong, but my stacks are
no.
fucked. Anyways, continuing. I looked at the thing, and it's like 14 outs were tallied with one team, and the other team only had 9, and we were in the 5th inning, or 4th inning, and I was like, wait a second, something is wrong here. Well, I guess this is another one I have to rewatch, or have somebody rewatch for me, I don't know. Figure it out.
That's alright.
And Magic Koopa almost able to dig out a double.
He did Magic Koopa into running for the second base just to make sure that he would go for it.
That crazy center fielder making that play. That's just too big brains.
Yeah, it was absolutely a bold play to try and make that happen, but it did work out for him. So it's hard to try and argue with results.
And Firebro hasn't been able to get a hold of a pitch today. But maybe Drybones can rock one out of here.
That is if he even charges or swings.
Yeah, just use it to watch.
Oh wow, that was nice.
But hits the gap nicely, and Noki turns around, and that might have been wise. I don't know how close that play would have been.
No. That's heartbreaking.
A great line drive from Baby Daisy, but straight to the center fielder, and grand 3 runners for the Spitballs, and yeah, that's just a trad something.
A game of stranded batters is definitely what's going on with the Spitballs today.
Absolutely, because like just in that one alone, if it was, the lineup was set better, it could have gone from 1 to 6 to 5 to 6, which like it doesn't put him in the lead, but it at least gets him closer to tying it, and at least helps him out a lot in the stats. Because losing by 5 runs is really gonna hurt your standings, like especially in a loss.
Waluigi has gotten.
Oh man, you say that as I went 0-5 against the A's tonight. Pain, agony.
But again, like it was really one grand slam. At least with this, it's like the Monarchs are being very consistent about like where they've only not gotten runs in 2 of the 5 innings we've played so far, and whereas the team you went up against, it was 1 inning that they had like basically every single one of their runs, and so it shows a lack of defense on the Spitball side and very much a lack of offense on like when up to bat. So where your team definitely shows a lot of like defensive prowess, and like they are just a stone wall that you really have to get over. Shy Guy eating grass once again, nowhere near the ball. Okay, sure, why not?
They can't. Their timing with the bombs are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the item usage from the AI is just not great.
There we go. Seeing something.
Yeah. And Waluigi's just crying on the mound, but the coach will not take him off.
No, and it's hard to blame them when they don't have a whole lot of pitchers left. Oh no.
And a huge item usage.
Shy Guy's gonna get to second for free.
And who was that?
Finally pick him off. Is Baby Daisy to first?
I don't know what beat out this was, but
Terra.
that was a great. Terra had a great usage of that power block.
Oh wait, it was me who used the item. Oh, this is Richter. This is Richter.
Yeah, Richter with a crazy item usage there, and then a hit to put runners on the corners. As long as they don't hit into a double play, this could be a great scoring opportunity.
Yeah, they do. They get at least one run, and this is what I'm saying is, like, the Monarchs are just showing that they are consistent. Yeah.
The amount of base hits that this team produces is very impressive. And then they have item usage like that bails out double plays, and now Pianta's up to bat, bases loaded, and
this could put the game
scary.
away. If this is a grand slam, this puts the game away right now. He doesn't opt for it. Goes for both of the runs, close play. And the Monarchs do get it.
I don't think I've ever seen the batter or the runner lose those.
Yeah, actually.
Well, why?
Taco on the mound here.
Why would you call me to pitch? This coach is out of his mind.
Why would you put Mad Koopa in center?
The coach knew. The coach knew there was one man who could do it, who could stop the inning from being a mercy rule, and it was Chaco. Our goat shows up and shows out once again. Let's go.
And Waluigi here wanting to come back and get something started for his team. He's tired of just watching his team lose. He's gonna take matters into his own hands.
And it's hard to blame him when the game is 1-9 right now, but his team needs to come together as a unit, and Magic Koopa's not helping at all.
And he's gonna have a word or two for Magic Koopa on the way back to the dugout there.
Absolutely, and especially with Noki now, who is a good base hitter, but it's not a good setup for Firebro now, because it could have been bases loaded with Firebro up to bat, and now it's just this is strikeout potential. Luckily, it's a foul ball. Good hit. Okay, Noki does get on base.
That was a great fight of an at bat, and able to get a hit out of it. And that
Can we
tired
see
beat down.
Firebro? Can we see Firebro put something up? He tries, but it goes foul.
Yeah, huge hit, but yeah, just cuts foul.
And it drops, so
Yeah.
2 on base. But they really need Firebro here to just hit. Like,
How's it going?
Just hit it out of the
Toad
park.
8. Welcome to the stream.
Yo, Toad.
How's it going? Yep, and that this could be it. A 2-run inning for the Monarchs puts this game away officially.
And I mean, he's just getting on base, and Toad hitting a home run is about how I think this is gonna go.
I could definitely see it. Or we could see a belly-to-belly home run. Oh wow, what a grab.
And yeah, that me able to get a glove on that and
That one
prove
is
me
Terra.
wrong. Terra with a great glove out there.
Absolutely.
Able to hold on through the skid mark.
Toad not even going for second after the item does confirm the hit.
Yeah, a lot of times the AI just does not opt to round off of item usage, and a great double play there, and that bails the spitballs out of an inning without any runs again, or runs scored against them, which is what they need.
But it's and while like shutting down that inning is important, they need runs.
Absolutely.
And I don't. At this point, it's a big question of who's going to be able to put that run across the home base.
And
what
Jocko, unfortunately, hitting into a double play because
the streak
once again,
continues.
Yeah, the streak of Shy Guys just like mowing the grass for the lawnskeeper does continue.
Steve
chomping away.
hopping the copium right now.
The lawnskeeper doesn't even have to do their job with Shy Guys there. You know, they're just constantly eating dirt.
Behind that mask is actually just a vacuum hose and with a crazy suction power, and that's how they catch everything.
It's just a black hole.
It's just a small birdo.
It's just a black hole.
It's just a small birdo.
Exactly.
Small birdo. That's what happens to undeveloped birdos.
They have to put on the mask.
Oh, and the ball disappears, but Firebro doesn't care.
Slightly late on the item usage there.
Oh! She caught it with the crown!
Getting a part of it. That's insane.
She caught it with her crown. This team is rallying around me as a pitcher. It's so crazy.
Good hit. Doesn't go for second, but you know what? Base hit is at least something. Noki's there with Pianta up next.
In a big hit.
No.
Oh my gosh! I thought Noki was hitting the home run, and then I thought the fucking Koopa shell was gonna take out Madge.
And I thought for sure that was at least gonna hit the wall, but
yeah,
it turns into a fly out. That's crazy. And 3 outs for the Spitballs here to score 8 runs, and they're gonna need a lot here. But starting out with a double is gonna be great. And Waluigi turning around there, not advancing the third.
He just couldn't commit to going and leaving that base, so that's gonna be actually pretty detrimental to his team. But if Noki can get a base hit here, this could be the start of something very, very good for the Spitballs.
One,
but can't make it happen.
2
Immediate
out.
Double play. Can Firebro finally do something for his team though and put this over the wall?
Firebro has gotten some solid contacts, but he has not been able to get the ball to carry. It's just all been drives or like very fast ground balls. So he's really looking to get a hold of one and take it out of the park.
Is that out?
That's out of here.
The Mii's going.
Oh
it's
no!
Out.
That's the game. What a way to end it.
The one chance that the Spitballs had, and Firebro finally puts it over, only for the Mii's to catch it. What a game!
And the Monarchs just coming out and showing how great on offense they can be. And yeah, the Spitballs, you know, they can put things together in offense, but quite often they just struggle to string everything together.
Absolutely, they're just barely falling short.
Yeah, they just kept stranding the bases. Like they had bases loaded a few times, and a few other times 2 or 3 runners left on base. Like, that's just unfortunate. Just not able to produce the same hits that the Monarchs are, and that was really the difference this game.
For sure. 2 MVPs for the Monarchs. They're gonna move up
Hell
to 3
yeah.
and 4.
I love Shy Guy out there. He was having a great game.
He was.
Shy Guy is another one of my I don't know, more favored players. I like seeing the absolute stupidity that he can make happen while his face is in the dirt.
Yeah.
And a very solid hitter at times too.
Next match is going to be the Muscles versus the Knights. What do you guys think of these matchups here?
You said the Muscles and the Knights?
Yep.
Well, I think going into this game, I would definitely favor the Muscles if I was strictly looking at the teams. However, I know from the past of watching these games that the Knights have an incredible amount of luck. So, while I do think the Muscles have the edge, I would not be surprised at all to see the Knights piece together a lot of plays that go their way and end out perhaps with a big lead.
Has he abandoned us? Or is he just quiet?
Yeah, I am not sure.
Ooh.
But I definitely think, I mean, yeah, going into this game, like, the Muscles definitely have way more possibilities of offensive production. That's what really makes me favor them in this match, but I think that we've also seen a lot. Like, the Knights have some really solid defense, and they also can piece together some innings of great hits. Well, they don't have any, like, explosive batters. They have a lot of solid batters, so they can piece together an inning that still hurts a lot. Like, we saw the Monarchs last game piecing together a lot of just contact hits, but they were able to just keep making the Spitballs bleed, and that's kind of what the Knights are good at, I feel like. Where the Muscles are still very good at getting lots of hits, but they have a couple batters in their lineup who are like those more explosive hitters who could just get home runs rather than just hoping for piecing some base hits together.
Absolutely. And I will say, for me, the big worry when it comes to facing these Knights is kind of like you said, they're very good at piecing those like base hits together time after time. And when I've seen them like put up one hell of a game against the Wilds and stuff like that, it does make me wonder how this game's going to shake out, because as much as I want to favor my team, because we do have a good offense and defense, it's been shown kind of time and time again that, like, despite their record not being too great, the Luigi Knights are like a very, very good team, and they do have a lot of strengths.
Yep. And in a smaller field like this, well, it's not a tiny field, but it is a little bit smaller. Anyone can get a home run here, and also the arrows coming into play. Like this is a great base hitter's arc.
Absolutely.
And here comes Babe Kong looking to produce for her team. getting pitched around because of how terrifying she is. And
I will always find it funny that you call her Bacon.
a big fly ball in the left field, but not able to carry out, and runner tags up, and yeah, that's just one out. Kill a runner on first.
And even if they were, oh my gosh, what an out! Barely getting a hold of that one, but Toad was right there ready to grab that.
Able to reach
help
across
the
their
shot
body,
there.
unlike Waluigi, and make that play. And the captain able to snipe the arrow, but
No!
Two people
He screwed her!
unfortunately takes the base away from his runner, and yeah.
Luigi just absolutely sabotaging his own team, man.
And Magic Koopa, the Magic Koopa, and this is gonna be one legendary at bat.
The true piss wizard is up to bat.
I think that's my favorite nickname of any freaking character. And Magic Koopa able to tank a fireball, so whether that was gonna get to Luigi or not, it doesn't even get the chance.
No, yeah, it just immediately stopped at Magic Koopa. But can we see the me put a base hit out at least so that Wario can be ready for it? A bobble happens,
And
the arrow helps out too.
the ball just destroyed that shell. That was a
Absolutely.
cool interaction. I like to see that.
Wario's not charging for the hit right now.
And last game, Wario was able to rip a line drive over the fence.
It gets past.
I'm kind of hoping to see that again. My favorite home runs are the line drive home runs that just barely get over the fence, and that's the
They
kind
are
of
really-
homers that Wario gets. If he's
What
gonna
a
get
play
any.
by Luigi, though.
Yeah, and Luigi able to bail his team out there, and there's no runs because of that double play.
As much as I love Luigi, I don't think that's going far enough to make up for what he did, though, in that first inning. Because that is completely disrespectful to his
Team
teammates.
sabotage, Luigi.
Yeah, that like is almost unheard of. That level of sabotage.
And Baby Mario's getting pitched around here, and once he gets a good pitch, just gets a solid hit.
Yeah, he hits it really well. Baby Luigi up now,
And
but can he make something happen?
yeah, hopefully he's able to get it out of the infield, or at the quick double play, and there it
Hits
is.
it right to critters. Babies doing what babies do best, and that is just hitting it right where they just shouldn't be.
And Magic Koopa v Magic Koopa again.
Magic Koopa wasn't ready for his own pitch. But
That's
was ready for
solid
that
hit.
one, which is nice. Puts it right down the center, able to hit that gap.
And Sid up to bat with an RBI chance.
And yeah, that's an easy out.
Yeah, not able to produce, and that's a nice hitting. Able to get out of there for the muscles without any pain, and now they have three solid batters to try to produce. Well, I mean, not great batters, but anytime Toad's in the lineup, I'm excited.
Absolutely. And you know that Critter's going to be coming up here soon too, so this could be, we could be looking at loaded bases for Critter. Oh,
Ooh, and-
but Tiny Kong gets a hold of that one.
Looks like
Let's
no
go,
bases loaded
Toad.
today.
And the
No
ball
bases
goes
loaded.
through his
but-
head, but not hit by the pitch.
But we do have first and second loaded up for Critter to just absolutely unleash this one if he feels like it. He's warming up the arm.
If he feels like it is the question.
That is the question.
He might decide to just get a
down.
nice little solid base hit and call it a day. Oh, but it doesn't seem to be the case!
It, but it is good that they're holding back on it, because they can tag up. Does Shy Guy go for third? He doesn't. Okay, plays it smart.
And a solid hit, but yeah, the defense from the Knights here just able to be a go on showcase there. Their outfield is just always going to be hard to get a home run pass, honestly.
Absolutely, it needs to be a rocket to try and beat them out, and with that being popped too high up for really anything, not much is going to happen there. But if we can
bases loaded
for
Magic Koopa is solid now. Magic Koopa might not look like they have that great of a batting stat, but I think we've seen Magic Koopa produce some very solid hits in some important situations. But,
what a nice out, though.
Yeah.
Leaving 3 runners stranded.
I believe that was Sid able to make a nice diving snag there and bail his team out.
That was Locke.
Okay. I'm just going to keep guessing every time. But
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Or just look to where just look to where I'm tallying numbers.
Oh, I could just pull up the roster and then I'd be able to check, huh?
Yep, does see the position and everything. It's crazy.
That's a nice hold of that one. Tiny Kong is looking for the fences, though.
I mean, where she ain't.
You guys ever notice Tiny Kong's toes are painted?
Nope.
I think you've been staring at that model a little too much, my friend.
Do you want to explain yourself?
No.
I think you have a lot to explain if you're looking at that.
I knew she was barefoot, I just didn't know that she had freaking painted nails.
This really doesn't look good for you, Jolteon, I gotta say.
Hey, listen, you're into what you're into, alright? I ain't gonna kick shame.
Absolutely, however, that doesn't stop the ridicule from coming.
And the captain up to bat here. Hopefully he looks for the fences. I'm always looking for Wario to hit a home run.
Wario's my spirit animal. He loves money.
Oh.
He scratches his ass all the time. He looks like he should be a power batter, but he's actually a technical.
He's gonna start. That's a guaranteed base hit at least. Arrow, please, arrow, please, arrow, please. No! The item and arrow combination could have gone crazy there.
Coach elected to keep the tired pitcher in.
At least for now. First and second.
RBI chance.
Let's go, Yellow Shy Guy. Hell yeah. I believe. Oh, never mind. No,
Lock to
never
Luigi,
mind.
Shy Guy.
Shy Guy. Shy Guy, no.
And an unfortunate double play bails the Knights out. And still scoreless through 2.5 here.
Oh, yeah.
There have been a lot of hits, but yeah, scoreless.
Yep. Both teams are doing really well offensively and defensively. It's just no one's fully cracked the armor yet. Shy Guy once again looking to get his hands on some of the tastiest brick around.
Brick is tasty, okay?
I'm sure it is the Shy Guy, and I'm glad for him, you know?
Ritter, the Shy Guy,
Let's
to Ashley
go.
for a clean double play.
And the babies once again proving that they are not that great of characters.
Absolutely.
I like to vouch for them, but they are very often proving how poor like how poor their skills are.
As much as I would like to like give babies credit, because when you are playing them yourself, it can be a good character to have on your team. But it's the arrow putting in massive work there.
Yeah, the arrow able to stretch that to a double, and Magikarp is pissed.
And it's hard to blame him. Can we see Yellow Toad just absolutely crank it into the outfield?
With a runner on second, why not just swing for the fences?
The Knight's not taking any chance putting in a fresh pitcher here.
And a huge play for Magikarp
too, yeah.
Immediately after getting off the mound, just making a big double play.
Getting a lot of value off of that switch. Critter's looking to warm up that arm. Looking to put it out.
And
is it fast enough?
Rip. That's a lot of velocity off the bat.
Fast enough.
It's fast.
And it got out.
And the dam has
the
been
velocity off the bat
cracked.
is just crazy.
Yeah, the armor has been pierced now, and it's just a matter of if we can keep it up as a team, or if the Knights are actually going to strike back and pierce our defense as well. I wanted that fireball to hit Magikarp so bad. I'm not.
Yeah, the fireball just skipping over Magikarp and allowing that play to happen.
I'm never going to be upset by a one-run lead, but I would like to see more Critter breaking his neck to make sure he makes that play. We'd love to see it.
Critter and Shy Guy as your inside infielders is pretty terrifying.
It's not nearly as terrifying as Critter for the Wild.
No, yeah. I think I do have the second most terrifying.
I think the most terrifying would actually be one of the bros in a Critter, but nobody has that.
I can see what you mean. I don't know if that'd be the case.
I think the bros rob more hit. Well, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Let's get it through.
I like to think that the bros rob more hits than the Critters, but after seeing stuff like that, I just don't know.
The answer is no. Critters do it more. Flat out.
Yeah, they just cover up so much space. It's actually just nutty.
Because for the Critters, they don't have to activate a special thing to dive. They're just big.
Yeah, but there's still some balls that I don't know. There's some balls that the Magikarp and Bros get that I think Critters don't, but I think there's way more balls that Critters get that the other people can't get. Because yeah, they have to activate up their thing where
the strikeout.
He just gets to immediately have that range.
Yeah.
And also if he doesn't catch it, he doesn't have the animation of scoop.
Is that fast enough? Or do they miss it? They miss it.
Another homer is able to get out.
Enough that they couldn't grab it.
Poor Luigi's stats are in shambles.
But that's the thing, it's still such a close game, and with both teams hitting consistent base hits, it's just a matter of, can they get a home run against my team? What a catch to stop the bleeding there. Yeah, at least stop the inning and make sure that they can strike back.
For the Knights, I feel like rather than getting a home run, they almost just need to piece a lot of base hits together. That's kind of what their team does more so than get deep shots. So getting a base hit there is a good start, but I think I think more so than looking for the fences, they're just looking to actually piece together an inning of everybody getting hit. And that's a great start, but I think they've gotten themselves into a position like this a few times, and it's very easy to ground into a double or a triple play here. So this is a very important at bat to get through.
Oh, and that's it. 1, 2. They opt to not go for the triple.
And Luigi is very capable of getting a home run. While not someone you would necessarily expect, I think any of the captains can rip a homer. He's able to scoot it through the middle, and not able to get a homer, but able to extend the inning for his team and bring a baby up with a runner in scoring position. Let's see what baby Mario can do.
Nothing. Baby Mario can do nothing.
He can get an out.
He can get out.
Yeah.
Good pull by Magic
wow.
Koopa.
Keeping his team in the game.
Magic Koopa is pulling so much weight right now.
Yeah. Magic Koopa just such a solid interior infielder.
I know it's not gonna be out. It's like not gonna be out of the park. I wish it was though. We'd love to see Cho home runs.
And Tiny Kong at center field. I know Tiny Kong doesn't have the craziest speed, but I think we've seen Tiny Kong get to more chemistry plays like that than a few other outfielders. I know this is a smaller field, but I also think Tiny Kong might just have a little bit better outfield AI than some of the other people. Their pathing just seems to be very solid.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree, because it's like the pathing is everything when it comes to this, because I've seen some of the AI just go so slowly in the outfield where it's hindered them very bad trying to catch a home run or anything. But she's been doing really good, making sure she's getting around objects or making sure that she's getting where she needs to be. Not exactly close to the ball to catch that when I know he can slide farther, but you know, sure. But let's go, I guess. Shy Guy, what the hell?
By the way, Yellow Magic Koopa has passed 50 pitches this game.
Wow.
Let's go.
Still on the mound. And that's gone.
And a rip of a shot, and once again, just able to get it over that chemistry throw. And Critter, he got robbed the first time, but since then has just smoked it too fast to get
Luigi has 3 runs against him, and all 3 have been solo home runs.
Poor Luigi.
To be fair though, if that's your one weakness that you have is just a couple characters hitting solo home runs, you're still doing pretty well. And
For sure.
Absolutely.
That's why he's on the mound still, and he's not getting tired.
That is
makes
fair.
it cross though.
That is fair.
Still not going for the second base. I know Magic Koopa is slow, but being on second base there could be everything for this one.
And a rip.
Is that
to
out?
left
Is that
field.
out?
Tiny can't get there.
It's out! Oh my gosh!
Aiko with
wow.
a massive hit.
and the Muscles just
Incredibly
extending their lead.
detrimental.
Yeah, that's gonna be very hard to. I mean, they get back. Like, I mean, they already had a few runs to get, but even more is when they haven't put up any yet is just gonna be detrimental.
Absolutely, and while you're going for 2 there, it's gonna be very, very hard for them to kind of crack our defenses, because like you said, they haven't scored any. We still have yellow Magic Koopa and barely getting the out, so really good job on red Magic Koopa stopping that inning from continuing on. But
Yeah,
they
needed that
really
inning
need
to
yeah, they really need to make sure that just they're getting something going on here, because even though Magic Koopa is getting tired, he's still pitching, and like deservedly so.
Yeah. I mean, when the best hits you're gonna give up are hits that your interior fielders can snag, like why get off the mound?
Exactly. And even then, like foul ball there, like it was a good hit, but it was fouled off. Good hit, but then really Critter's not there to break his neck and try and go for it.
Yeah, I feel like even just a hop would have done that.
Mario finally coming in though after they only get a base hit.
Yeah, and the starter did some great work, but the closer needs to come in to make sure that this game goes smoothly. And that's a quick double play for the captain, and that's the Knights are only going to have 3 more outs to work with this game, and the Muscles have a chance to extend their lead before they even get there.
Yeah, and this could be a very good game for us. I don't see us getting a mercy in this inning at all, because the Knights have just insane defenses. But it could at least be very good for our record if we can get just like another run or 2 in.
And Locke able to make another big catch out there. He's done that a couple times on shortstop, so at least he's had a good defensive game.
Just pulling for his team. So yeah, they keep it to the 5 runs that we've scored already. But with Baby Mario and Luigi coming up to bat after these 2, it's very much a question of how are they going to deal with the babies coming up.
And a solo shot from...
They do get it, nice.
Yeah, solo shot coming in from... Dude, what me was that?
That was Riona.
Yeah,
Riona, yeah, that's huge. That's how they need to start this, and at least able to not get shut out this game.
Yeah, like that was an absolutely needed home run just to at least build some team morale. But like I said, you have the babies up now, and even though they have chemistry, they do not hit it very far, and they're like with Critter and Shy Guy on that infield, a double play is likely to happen. There it is.
Your stream is acting weird according to Infinites, by the way.
Let me try and close. Oh my gosh, Critter's just there to stop it out, and you know what? I am very glad that the Knights were able to at least put something on the board there, but it didn't really matter either way for them, sadly.
At least they didn't get shut out. At the end of the day, at least they didn't get shut out.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to say it matters, but I'm not. Sadly, I'm not sure it did. Critter absolutely is the MVP though for that game. Weird how though, Infinites.
Who wants to tell him?
What?
Well, you know.
Brown Critter just keeps winning. I'm very confused. I'm so confused.
As you should be.
What happened?
I don't know, but I figured if I acted like I knew, I would get you like questioning things, which I did. So
Okay. Successful gaslighting, got it. Fuck, you got me. You got me good. I'm just like, shit. Like, did I miss something? You kept going back to like the box score, and I'm like, did my team did someone massively fuck up on my team, and I'm just not noticing
no,
it?
I was trying to get you to freak out about how your stream might be messed up. That was my goal. The flowers are home, which means we're going to Nightmare Town.
No. I'm back in the fucking building. You know what? I have to play here. I'm gonna focus on that. I'm not the one who has to play here today.
You're gonna have to play there at least once.
I know.
Or actually, wait. No, he's in your conference. It's twice.
No, and then you also have the nighttime and everything. Like, it's...
Yeah, but
I have to play on that.
But the nighttime version, I think, is Eddie's team, which you only have to face once.
Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck Peach, I started.
This field got me an inside the park home run in the game, so I'm all for it.
So I was working with Kyle earlier today. We kind of made some quick tweaks to his roster for tonight. He's actually going to be using 5 Miis, which is unheard of.
Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Are they all orange?
Yes, they're all orange Miis.
Is his outfield double Toad and Toadette? Or is it all the Miis?
It's all the Miis.
Yeah.
The last one, Strago. What page is he on? Strago's on page 7, huh? He's right there. And they are against the Bows, Phoenix's team, which is basically Yoshi Paradise.
Also, interestingly, Daisy is considered a power batter through the game's code. So, he also likes to swing for the fences, which I have noticed. And
yeah, I will say that surprised me a lot less.
Yeah.
Just because, yeah, Daisy is just very strong in a lot of games, especially sports games.
So I'm not gonna lie, that freaking Pokemon community game came up, and in the corner of my eye, it looked like it said audio escaped.
It's running. You better go catch it.
I was just
your
like,
audio
oh no.
running?
Well, you better go catch it. Fucking got him.
You guys ever watch Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You see that
I love this
episode
show.
where there was the imaginary friend that was a fridge and they were running and they were trying to tell them?
Yeah. That is such a good fucking episode.
Someone with a blue character should make their character, one of their Mii's blue from Foster's. Oh my goodness. Please put cheese on your team. Themed, please.
Please put who on my team?
Cheese.
Oh my god. You know what? He's just our team mascot. He's our team mascot. He's
That's great.
He's just handing anyone who's in the dugout. He's just handing chocolate milk to.
Exactly. Oh, it's perfect. That's that's the fuel for champions. Chocolate milk.
Absolutely. Why do you think he's there doing the work of champions there?
All right, I think those are the lineups. Yep, looks like it.
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right, match number 5. Daisy Flowers, Verto Bows.
These teams haven't already played each other, have they?
Nope.
Yeah.
They have not faced each other yet.
And the ice already coming into play, and yeah, Yoshi able to get a hit because who's that left out? I can check that. Because Hope wasn't able to get their footing.
Most of these can't get their footing on this map.
Oh, a great synergy kick, and
yeah, he's thrown out.
Yoshi out. That's a crazy defensive play.
That is entirely because of the way I changed their team around, by the way.
You're welcome, Kyle.
You're welcome, Kyle. See what chemistry can do for you, sir?
Chemistry is crazy.
Chemistry is broken.
Absolutely.
Almost as bad as the
Specifically for the
critters.
outfield too, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, and the runner was not running on that, so yeah, tag out at second. Or fourth out, I mean.
Also, starting a player, what that does is it boosts all of their, it boosts their hitting, fielding, running, and pitching all by 1. So it doesn't make them a lot better, but it does, improve everything. And when the Miis are all 6s, down the line, it does help balance out where the Miis sit in the entire lineup.
Yeah, the Miis go from being objectively better than most players to being about middle of the pack, which is where you want them to be.
Yeah, because we don't, obviously we don't want to see it, teams just only Miis.
Oh, and Yoshi able to cut back and get that. The ice almost came into play, but Yoshi has good feet out there.
It's so funny though, looking out in the outfield and just seeing 3 Yoshis just all chilling there.
Is it because Miis have a synergy? Yes. That is exactly why they're all out there. Because they have synergy with each other. Or chemistry.
Oh, and that Mii had a great beard. Who's that out in right field?
That's Waka.
Waka makes sense. I love Waka. No, a lot of people don't like Waka. I love Waka.
I thought Waka was great. His weapon really made him stand out too, in my opinion.
For sure.
I'll just pretend like I know what's going on.
And that's 2 quick hits for the bows here. And puts Waka, who we were just talking about, in a great position for the score.
Oh! A foul.
No, yeah, foul's off.
Great
It
contact.
shows that he wants to hit it out of the park. So does he?
He's not charging
Can he
though.
actually make it happen?
Oh no!
Made a miss.
Titus tried to steal the base there.
Oh my god, Frozen out there. That's hilarious. And a great hit, and that loads the bases. For Boo. Boo is, I think Boo's had some very solid hits in important situations, so if I'm the Bows, this is almost who I want to have come up.
Absolutely.
And he's charging. I love to see it. Oh, but he swing and a miss.
Over Daisy's head! That's gonna
Great
be a
contact
run
and-
in. 2
Let's get
runners
there
in.
somehow.
Wow. And that's, yeah, 2 runs batted in for Boo there, and Boo's just game in, game out. Other than the first couple games, it's been getting lots of hits, just having a lot of consistency.
That's gonna be the tag out, and we're gonna be putting the captain in. Daisy is up. The Flowers saw the Bows win last week, and they do not want to underestimate them.
Which is
Oh,
very
that's
smart.
Great
Don't go
play
for
from
the triple
Kodak.
play. That's very surprising that they do not go for the triple play there.
Big Yoshi's gonna get on base.
And that... Oh, shoot. Was that Sarah? No, that
What?
was Lightning.
That was lightning, yeah.
It's rival time.
And a
That's-
great hit.
and yeah, that's a run
Virgo,
across.
and- although not a huge hit. I mean, getting a run is great. Can't complain about that. But yeah, base is still loaded for Yoshi here, and hoping to get more than just a base hit.
Another hit.
And not
This is
able to
moving
get more
pretty
than one
dodgy.
run across, but that's still very great for the Bows. Oh wow.
And it lands, but Birdo barely getting back, and everything's just falling apart for Daisy's team right now.
Yeah, the Bows are just getting a lot of things to go their way right now.
Yeah, but they do stop the bleeding, thankfully.
Not before letting up 5 runs.
Yeah, just an absolute insane number of runs.
This again goes back to what I said. When like the Bows were 0-5, and I was like, that doesn't mean anything because teams can play completely different depending on the night.
Holy crap! That's crazy camera work. And Boo making quick work of the first 2 batters here, and yeah, after a huge inning from the Bows, the Flowers are struggling to answer back. They are able to piece a hit together there, and maybe we can see a 2-out rally start here.
It's potential. It's not likely though, because the defense has definitely improved on Birdo's side, it feels like. But it is only the 2nd inning, so you never know, but yeah, shuts it down right there. And if Birdo can just piece together an inning exactly like the 2nd inning, this game could just be done and over with right now.
Yeah, it definitely could be. And
That's a
Waka
great hit to
able to
start
get a
it
hold
off.
of that, and that's likely gonna be a double.
No, yeah, just a double.
With more speed, yeah, that could have turned into a triple. And Boo with an RBI already, with a runner in scoring positions, looking to get another run for himself.
Riku under the ball.
And maybe he got a little bit too ambitious, because he's
Those guys
kind of
don't
to charge, but you know, no harm, no foul, other than the out that he gave his team. And that puts runners on the corners for the Bows here, and this is a scary position for Daisy on the mound. And not able to get a run batted in there, but loading the bases here. And that turns into an infield fly. I do not understand what is happening. I guess that's how infield flies work.
Yeah, so with infield flies, usually it just cancels everything out and like it doesn't allow for any
Oh my goodness.
any plays to be made, but
The item usage there, able to not just have that be a fly out and a run comes in.
yeah. And one home run puts this game away at this point. But Yoshi looking for it. And yeah, the Bows take it. It is now a 2-run. We're looking at 2 runs away.
Yeah, if they can clear the
Mercy.
bases here. And was this the batter that started the
They
inning?
do catch it though.
No, Titus was not the one that started the inning.
Okay.
Oh, don't tell me I effed the stats again.
Oh no.
I'm tired. It's been a long week. I give up. I'll do the stats another day. Gotta focus on watching the games.
Nice.
Let's go. Yeah, enjoy the games with us. Hell yeah.
I know, right? Actually, imagine enjoying the thing you're making.
Oh, wow.
Guarantees the safe first base.
See, the joke's on you guys. You guys are the content.
But you gave us the opportunity to make the content, so who's really the content here?
Still you guys, actually.
Damn
Surprisingly
it.
enough.
Damn it. I was just trying to put something together there. Good throw, though.
The Flowers, once again, just not able to produce anything, and the Bows have another chance to come up here and extend their lead, possibly past the Mercy Rule territory.
You know what's gonna be terrible? Kyle loses this game to a Mercy, he's gonna be like, your lineup sucked. It's like, my lineup didn't suck. This is actually a really good format for your team. It's just unfortunate what happened.
It is more of you chose this stadium, now deal with it.
Not wrong.
I'm so sorry that like you chose this.
That
for
should
yourself.
be the actual response.
Yeah. Kyle, we love you, but why did you choose this stadium? Look at how your team is suffering right now.
And the Bows not able to piece anything together there, and yeah, Flowers able to make quick work of the side, and that's not what we've seen out of them this game. Maybe things are starting to turn around.
Yeah, I mean, they did have a good first inning, but it fell apart after that. But if they use the item, they don't use the item, but still a good double play or
Yeah.
double.
That likely could have stretched to a triple, but yeah, great double nonetheless. Wow. The tongue
Crazy.
assist coming out from Yoshi. And that falls in the gap, and that puts runners on the corners with 1 out. And
They do get a run.
not able to go for the double play, and yeah, that does get a run across.
Yeah, I would say at this point the run is far more important than anything else, just for team morale.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, stopping a shutout is always important. This is the top of the lineup coming up for the Bows here, so a scary position for the pitcher here. But they aren't phased by the leadoff batter and make quick work of them. Lightning able to get a nice hit through that cap there, and that brings the captain up. I don't think we've seen any huge hits like home runs all season from Birdo, which, I mean, that's a great hit, and that's gonna at least be a triple.
Is that in the park home run? Not quite.
But a triple from the captain, and this is, yeah, scary position still for the Flowers.
Absolutely. Birdo gets across.
And now they're only one run from Mercy. I mean, they still have the bottom of the inning, no matter what, but only one run from Mercy with 2 outs yet to go. Oh, but that's a great snag.
Yeah, they absolutely secure that he will get back to first, though.
They absolutely needed it.
Yep. If that snuck past, it would have put someone on third for sure. If not.
Oh! Chonek saving the day!
Amazing play. Amazing play. But it's still too close to be anywhere near comfortable right now. It's...
Yeah, this
game is always in danger.
This stadium really, like, can just cause any inning to be gigantic for any team. And the huge tongue. Yeah, let's get a playback of that. That's a great little dance, Yoshi. And that's a really quick 3 up, 3 down from Boo, and that retires the side. And Bows come back up with a chance to extend their lead once again.
Another chance. Another
the question
inning.
is, do they actually take advantage of it?
And Waka able to drop it into the gap, and that brings Boo, the guy who's been getting RBIs all day, up to bat. Except the last at bat.
They do get the double play.
A quick turnaround from the pitcher, and yeah, they're able to turn that double play off very poor contact. Daisy hates Iceberg, so he just throws it straight through that. And the Bows able to start a 2-out rally here, and the bases are loaded for the captain.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, this is not looking great.
And a
special hit!
Gonna guarantee a hit, and that is not good.
Oh my gosh!
2, 3 runners are gonna make it. No! The special throw I set up for him. Oh, but it doesn't matter.
And another triple for Birdo, and 2 triples is just crazy.
Yeah, that is actually heartbreaking.
These are not looking good for the flowers.
Not at all.
As the eggs have really shown up for the first time. Really, this is the first time I've seen them put up these kind of numbers.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
bows are just popping off right now, yeah. And finally they're able to stop the bleeding, but they need 4 runs just to not get mercied here. And it's... I think it's pretty doubtful to...
Don't
But
count
they
them
can
out just
make them.
yet. Their new chemistry lineup gives them lots of item use that they didn't have before. An error by
If they're
Yoshi.
gonna make mistakes like that, absolutely,
Yeah.
they can take advantage of that.
And Daisy hopefully can get one over the fence. I'm always hoping she can. Just can't find a pitch she likes.
No, but that one's very good.
And able
soon
to
as
get
send
a
him home.
great item usage in the gap, and
He doesn't go for it though. He could have made it home,
He didn't want to chance it.
and
yeah,
I don't blame him.
They need runs, and so they can't afford to get bad outs.
Oh, but the
wow, and
I don't know if I agree with the
yeah, that third
they
base,
went there for-
yeah, that was weird base running for sure. I 100% agree.
It's the first bases was the only guaranteed force out. If they hit, the other bases wouldn't have mattered. That makes sense.
Well, yeah, I'm just confused why he stayed on third instead of going home.
Because if nothing else, you can at least distract the.
That's 2 runs.
Doors.
They just need
yeah,
one
2 of
more.
them. No, they need 2 more. They do need 2 more to get out of Mercy territory.
Do they need 2? I thought it was 1.
Oh no, because it like
Yeah,
even
they have
at
to get
10,
past the 10.
Yeah, they have to
cut
make it a
to
9-run game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it's 10 runs after the inning's done, then yeah, it's still over.
You're right.
But Toad could rip a homer here and even it up, or not.
Or you can
extend the
just hit it
game.
way too far and the game is
Yeah,
over!
there's the cold game.
Bows win a mercy over the flowers. The Bows continuing their momentum.
And yeah, Bows after their first victory, starting to look like they're just gonna turn things around.
They finally found their confidence, and it's showing.
Yeah, it's very good to see from them because we were kind of wondering where it was at for a long time, but Birdo and Blue Yoshi getting MVP. I'm kind of honestly wondering if anyone else tied them. Oh, one of the Mii's got 0 points all the way through, and another,
Oh,
2 of the
no.
characters got 10.
130
Oh,
points
wow.
from Birdo and Blue Yoshi apiece.
Yeah. Both of them showing up in big ways in that game. And then even Pink Yoshi getting 100 himself.
Alright. The match that everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah, this last match could be absolutely crazy.
I can't wait for this to be an inconsistent snooze fest. just to prove me wrong.
Yeah, I'm hoping both teams show up like as great as we've seen them both play, but I'm a little worried that the monsters are just gonna have an off day and not be able to keep up.
I will laugh so hard if we have like a 20-something to 20-something game.
It's gonna be I feel like
Is it-
it's only either that or it's gonna be so one-sided, it's not even funny.
Exactly, and so that's what I'm kind of waiting for, because I really want to see if we get something where it's just like we're either falling asleep here or we are just honestly either way we're falling asleep. I feel like if we're getting a 20-20 game, because by the 10th home run we see, we're like, okay, we get it. you guys both have amazing teams, but at least one way, like we're invested in it for 2 innings, you know?
Yeah. The crowd's either gonna go mild or wild, and there is no in-betweens. That is true.
Yeah. Now, I did not expect to see Bowser's Castle pop up here. Now, I don't think that the stage is going to come huge into play, because last week, last week I do think the stage came huge into play because the Wilds had quite a few home runs robbed from them because there was more space for the outfielders to get under the ball. So I think that there's a slight advantage if the Muscles are able to keep up with production.
That was an out?
Something very interesting. Other than people who have laser beam, all of the Fire Bro, Hammer Bros have the fastest arms in the game. So if you have chemistry with them, they are basically laser beam.
Oh, right into the stands.
This game right now already is insane.
And we already have a home
There's
run.
no way to rob that. And
Oh, but it's off the high wall.
It's on the wall. Red Critter's just warming up that shoulder, though. He's ready to crank it.
It's gonna be the big weakness. Wait, sorry. Yeah,
when I was thinking the monsters had like a slight advantage, mainly all I was thinking is that their outfield will have chemistry with each other all the way around, but I did not realize their left field and center field didn't have chemistry. So
yeah, that's gonna
their
be
center field and right field doesn't have chemistry either.
Oh, so their outfield just doesn't have chemistry.
There's no chemistry in their outfield at all.
Oh.
Not that they need it with their home field being having such high walls. They don't really have to worry too much about it.
Yeah, but that could have just been an out instead of been well, it didn't matter. It actually did not matter, but yeah. For sure.
Two on base though with no outs and Bowser up to bat. Does he try and crank it?
Yeah, Bowser does not care about the height of walls.
Does it stay fair?
Yeah, he does not care about the
Barely
height of
stays
a wall
fair.
at all.
Good shot.
And Bowser has just proven to me that he is hands down the best batter in the game.
He's, I think, the only one that has an 11 in batting. Yo, thank you for
And
the
it
follow.
maxes out at 10. The only reason he has an 11 is because of the star.
Because he has 10 to begin
Gabriel
with.
and Petty both have 11 as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Well, where did that come from?
Goomba just wanted to slam it.
I guess so. Everyone's just wanting to crank it today.
Bowser just inspires singers, you know? He's just that guy. Deonta finds the gap, and that's a good single to start out the inning for the Wild here. And that's a rip, and no chemistry out there.
And apparently the home run trading has begun.
Absolutely. But that's the thing, is it just the engine or is there something else to this? Do we get stopped by this train for hours on end for no reason?
500 homers.
And Bowser's on the mound quick, but I mean, I don't think it's necessarily bad to have Bowser on the mound. I like seeing the big guy on the mound. And wow, Sky Guy able to stretch that into a triple off the error.
Safe.
And able to even it up. Yeah, winning that close play, and yeah, unfortunately, instead of just taking it out, electing to go for the saving the run, and nothing comes of it. Now with DK up to bat, 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position, and DK's looking for the fences. That's a big smack, high fly ball, right center field.
Rip.
Yeah, no chemistry, no chance.
Does not give a fuck.
Yeah, that... It just sits on the top of that wall.
This map boasts, when I was reading the description of the map, this map boasts some of the highest walls in the game. And this just doesn't matter. This absolutely doesn't matter here.
Do not care about walls.
PD not even thinking about going to second.
Yeah,
He's
he
so
knows
slow.
their speed.
And it's gone again.
Yeah, that's...
And yeah, I really feel like the monsters have ways to get chemistry in the outfield, but they just don't have everyone positioned, I guess, in a way to get that.
There's only one out, too, and Yellow Pianta is putting it there, and now Blue Critter's potentially going... No, he's not going to hit this one. But Bowser can't star pitch anymore. That is a double play, though. Okay. They do get out of it.
They survive.
Yeah.
8 runs. by the Wild,
That's-
1 inning.
That's disgusting.
That, yeah. And hopefully the Monster's looking to get some production here too and cut that lead, but a quick out is not going to be the start they want.
Barrett with a nice line drive.
Yeah, Barrett doing very well there.
Oh, and Dracula hits the gap, and
They got
then
2
yeah,
on.
that puts 2 on. I thought for a second Barrett was going to advance, but he wisely turned around.
Barrett doesn't seem to have a
Drive.
death wish like some people.
Drivelin's dropped it in center, and that's bases loaded for Hammer Bro, a huge batter here.
Yeah, this,
Bros are known to hit hard. Oh,
Oh,
but
and a
that's-
huge dive!
and a double play
That's
to end the
really
inning.
just
Crazy
racing to a
double play.
play.
Petty with the crazy play to bail the Wilds out there without any runs. Bases loaded and just able to scoot out of there without any runs.
Yeah, that's insane.
The Monsters needed that inning to go a different way too.
Petty also very funny during their dive dove like over halfway down the baseline. Like that is just such a crazy long dive.
He's crazy tall.
True.
It's like Wiggler, but just slightly better.
The Wild are putting people on base. They're coming towards the rougher part of their lineup.
And that's a great place to put that, and this is a runner's in scary positions here.
With DK out to bat too, and he is already charging. He wants this.
That clipped the zone, and that was a good pitch from.
Oh, but that hurts him so much.
See, I don't understand why the third base runner turns around there. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, especially when there's 2 outs. Like, it's,
Yeah.
there's you just run it at that point.
Oh, and
They're putting it through though. Doesn't go for second. Good shot, but it goes foul.
actually able to power through the barrel there. That's one of the first times I feel like we've seen someone put a ball in the air off that pitch. And although that was caught, I find that very impressive. That's almost always just a ground out straight to the pitcher.
Good hit by Paragoomba.
Oh no, Bowser!
Oh no!
Bowser got betrayed the same way!
That's the second time this happened tonight. I can't believe that.
I love that it
With it-
happens in twos. Every time something happens that's new, it happens multiple times. Oh, big
Oh,
hit!
the terrifying
Launch.
part of the Wilds lineup up,
And it is
Yeah.
gone. Another
This,
souvenir.
this
for that
inning
lava pool.
could very easily get extended to Mercy territory.
Yeah, they're just what?
Oh, wait, I
4
can't do
runs away
math.
from it?
I thought it was 2 runs. My bad.
Still 4 runs away from it. Isn't that like all things considered? It's not that far when you have the Wilds on this side of the plate. You know?
True.
And that is, still in the field.
Yeah, and yeah. King Bomb Mom's not gonna be there to snag that for him, or like snag that away from him.
And Bowser's showing signs of fatigue out there, but still doesn't want to get off the mound. He says he can finish the inning.
And I mean, his team is rallying around him to try and help out.
That's a big hit from Critter, but is it gonna stay
Does go
fair?
foul, yeah.
Yeah, it does not stay fair.
He's ready to push it though out. It goes foul again.
And yeah, Bowser needs those to keep going foul. He cannot give up another big homer here. And Ronnie just watches the off-speed go by. It just confused him.
Ronnie not knowing that was the time to help his team push runners through.
Yeah.
But, you know, it happens. Really rough item usage there.
Yeah, very poor item usage.
I'm pretty sure my team took out my own players with their items.
That
Talk about rough
did
item
happen.
usage.
That was pretty funny.
It was fucking tragic. What do you mean funny?
Oh wait, I actually wasn't here for that game. No, there's a different game that I saw someone do that.
It was a bloody fucking tragedy.
It really was.
I had to watch my team get shut out. It was pain.
I understand. Kind of. And Goomba
Goomba
without
made
his
that
arms, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what he caught that with, but that was awesome. Probably one of those eyebrows.
He has funganesis. You know, he's able to telepathically control the glove without having to have hands, okay?
Gonna have to make this swing count.
And he does!
Yeah,
Irvine
he
getting
really
on base.
does.
Bowser already getting ready to tag out.
And Paragoomba coming in.
Putting Bowser in
expected
center
Goomba.
field? This is not the first time this has happened. Bowser has chemistry with Dracula, which makes sense, but at the same
Oh my
time...
gosh.
And
He's good, though.
Bowser was able to get to that. He was bigger than that shell. The shell should have bounced off him.
Honestly.
He came with a
I'm
line
surprised I
drive.
didn't hit off the wall.
That puts runners on the corners, and yeah, this is just a fairly big field. That had insane velocity off the bat. So did that. That was a
this.
rocket.
Oh
Wow.
Wanted to potentially give it to Red Critter, but not even getting past Hammer Bro there.
And the monsters really need to produce some runs here. These are three of their biggest hitters. They're really looking for some home runs, or at least some runs here.
Both of them getting there fine.
Bowser wisely not swinging at the star pitch. And he rocks one
Yeah,
to left field.
Such a good decision because it does get Dry Bones across the plate. And
not able to
the
get any home
home
runs, but able to get a run, yeah. And although, yeah, they would have loved to get like a home run with one of those two last batters. I mean, getting runs back is great. That's a great start. Especially when they're able to find a gap like that. And put runners on the corners with no outs, and yeah, monsters are showing signs of life here.
Finally getting some momentum going.
And Petty is, what, 2 pitches and already tired?
I'm not recording stats this game. I don't know.
No, I
I'm gonna go back.
I just think that was less than 5. That's all I know.
Oh, the wild throw!
Gosh.
And a rare error from a critter, and
now the critters are being pulled out of good defensive positions, exposing that defense with Petty on the shortstop. Means the left side of the field is open.
and
How
still
open is it actually?
no.
Because B has an insane dive, so
Yeah,
it is still fairly safe for the moment.
and the
Hey,
triple
getting a
play.
Triple play.
Just shows that your inning could die in an instantaneous mistake.
But the monster is able to strike back and get some of the momentum going their way at least.
Absolutely. Like making it only a 3-run game now, which is incredibly important going into the late half of this game.
Wow, what a
What a
play
grab.
from Hammer, bro. You know, Wiggler wouldn't have had to jump, but that was still cool. And a rip to center field.
Yeah, they
oh,
are-
but
wait.
is Dracula gonna get there?
Bowser
Tosses
gets
Bowser up like a
dropped.
feather.
It gets demolished on the way down. Dracula showing
Does
the inner
that really
strength.
count as a catch if he never touched the ground with it? I don't know.
Dracula is in
We need
fact
a rules expert.
Dracula is in fact incredibly strong, being a vampire.
True.
I
Kid
would
more
argue
than
that
capable.
Dracula is now canonically the most, or like the strongest playable or like character in this game right now. Lifting Bowser that far. Because I think that was further than even Mario has ever been seen throwing Bowser.
Mario
Yeah,
has only
that-
ever been able to throw Bowser horizontally, not vertically as well. It's
Exactly.
Petty was able to show their defensive prowess right there with a big dive and quick throw.
And you have to think not only that, but then on top of that, like Mario has to get a wind up. Like Mario has to start like winding or like tossing Bowser around just to get a chance at throwing horizontally.
That was Dracula that just got robbed. The man
Yeah.
that we're talking about that throws Bowser like he's nothing, just trying to rip one out of center field, and yeah, they unfortunately got robbed, but that was a great hit. And unfortunately, I don't think we've seen any hits from either of the Koopas today. Where, you know, it's just not their day, you know.
Absolutely
Some
not.
days go great, some days not. Now I know Greg in the first week got a 2-run homer, and since then has been a bit absent. But I think he just gets a bit nervous.
I think it's just he's shown everyone what he can do, and now he wants to let the rest of the team handle it, you know? And I don't blame him.
That
Can't
makes
blame him.
sense.
Can't blame him.
Only 1 run so far, though.
And the Wild able to extend their lead by a run. This brings the captain up in a scary spot for Paragoomba. That's a
Is that out?
shot.
It's out of
And-
here.
And DK fucking slamma-jams it.
Yeah, it was just way too much velocity off the bat. It wasn't even coming down at that point. You're not going to be able to get that high.
And brings it back to like 3 more runs, and we're in mercy territory. So it really isn't looking great for DK right now.
Or the monsters.
But yeah, the monsters, my bad.
And yeah, with a still scary part of the lineup coming up for the Wilds here. I mean, any part of the lineup for the Wilds really not scary? I mean, I guess.
Yeah, it's mostly the knees that, like, the terror kind of stops for a while, but when that's...
I wouldn't say they
your...
have a weak part of the lineup. It's just, yeah, it's not scary for a moment.
Yeah. I mean, you have Koopa there, who you can kind of allow to get out, not going to lie, but... Really, he caught that.
What a catch!
Yeah, able to scoop it off his toes. And the monsters, once again, with 3 of their scariest hitters up to bat here, hoping to produce some runs and cut that lead.
Yeah, but the biggest issue right now is that, well, yeah, it's some of their better hitters. They just need to produce runs because they're just constantly playing catch up at this point. They're not actually making any progress how it stands, and so it just makes you wonder if they're actually going to be able to kind of pull some results out of this inning.
Yeah, and hopefully for the monsters, Bowser's able to find a shot here. Because if Bowser's just on base,
there's something.
Find that. If Bowser's just on base, then it's not nearly as much value. It's almost a more likely double play than anything else.
Very true.
So being able to get the ball out is huge for Bowser. And yeah, not only does that cut the lead, but it also gives this King Boo a great chance to not just hit into a double play.
And it's straight down center, but Krug grabs it anyway. Gets it to the first base.
That looked like a great hit that made it through, but yeah, Critter, the robber of great hits.
Perfectly down the center, does get hit by the shell. So very safe on first there. You can't use... Instead of walking the single step it took to get him out at first, Well,
Petty's head was literally entirely on second base, so...
Yeah, he just had to lay down. Ronnie's charging.
And a solid contact. It's up. It's going.
No.
And not able to carry enough.
That's so good.
And 2 balls to start out the count here. Goomba pitching around Shy Guy. Able to clip the zone there. And that was one hell of a pitch. But loses that one a bit and just hangs it over the plate. And Shy Guy's always going to get a solid hit if you just leave it over the center.
Very good hit there.
And close to throwing them out. But yeah, great hit, able to beat that out.
Oh, and that double play is going to save
Did you see that little dance Hammer Bro did while his buddy got the double play? He hit the gritty.
And unless we see, like, literally, what, 15 runs? I believe? Yeah, 15 runs from Bowser here. We do see the 9th inning.
What's the most runs we've seen in a single inning?
I think 8. And I think that was today.
Yeah, I think 8's been the most we've ever seen in a single inning. That sounds about right.
And Red Koopa on the mound is... Well, I don't know, they're digging deep, basically.
No.
And a rare error from Red Critter, and I mean, this is basically what the monsters need. It's a weird decision to bunt here, because Drybones is such a good batter, but no longer gonna go for it, because that would put him out if it went foul, but solid, and that brings Hammer Bro up with bases loaded, and this is a great opportunity. As long as he doesn't double out, it also brings up Bowser in a great opportunity as well. So really just, yeah, look for your pitch and don't hit it on the ground. Or if you're gonna get it out,
he did exactly what you said not to, and he still got the run.
Yeah.
Don't listen to this man. He's got bad advice.
But the question now becomes, can Bowser put this away?
Yeah,
He's been
Bowser
putting
needs
it
to hit a homer.
He's been putting it consistently away most of the game so far.
But there's always the chance for a choke. Oh no! And as I say it, even the chem doesn't stop that from being just vaulted in its tracks.
Yeah,
This
not even
is
the
what
bad
we
chem
call
could save him.
Karma.
Commentators cursed him. So no mercy today, but... Well, not in this game anyway, but... Jeez.
It's still a monster of a game, and I'm glad we saw it.
Yeah, I think this overall has been our highest scoring game, correct? Or am I wrong?
No, this is not, in fact, the highest scoring game.
Yeah, there was like a 15-10 game or something.
There was a game, I think it was a couple weeks back, where I think it was the total runs was like 25 or 26.
So we are getting close to it though.
Yeah, there was 17-9 last week, which is 26 points. Yeah, that's the 26-9 is the highest one so far, which was the muscles.
To third.
It was
and that fireball comes into play in a huge way.
Does Blue Critter go to just put this away? He tries. He doesn't have the height for it though.
Hammer Bro has had quite a few great jumping snags there today. And look, he's hitting the gritty. Look at that guy.
That's not the first time today he's done it.
This definitely does have the potential to be the highest scoring game. But
5 runs. 5 runs separate us between game over and extra innings. If they get those 5 runs, this becomes the highest scoring matchup so far.
And, I mean, this team can definitely do it.
It wouldn't be outside of the realm of possibility for these monsters.
I mean, that's
good hit too.
Balls.
That bad chem from Critter to first base is going to hurt them really bad one of these times.
Who needs chem? Who needs chem?
Play.
Oh my gosh. Critter gets it together for the very end there.
Yeah, Critter's
and makes
going
every
crazy.
single out himself.
Who needs chem is the constant mantra of the DK Wild.
Very, very true.
They don't give a shit about chemistry. That is gonna be it for the games. Let's do a little bit of mathy math, and we're gonna see how the teams are doing standings wise, and then we will be signing off. Another big win for the Wilds as they've made it. They've only suffered the 1 defeat.
which is absolutely massive for their team because it keeps putting them further and further into the lead.
Weirdly enough, Bowser had the most points in the game. Didn't get MVP though. Alright, let's take a looky-loo at the standings as I put in the information from tonight's games.
I think the Monsters are a very scary team, but I think if they can find a way to get their outfield to consistently keep their chemistry, or first they have to put it out there, but then find a way to make it so subs don't ruin it. I think their team will be absolutely terrifying. I think that's the only thing that's really separating the Monsters from being like from basically winning that game. I feel like they needed a way to stop some of the homers, and while they had outfielders sitting under them.
Yeah, I agree. How about the Bows, though?
Hell yeah.
They did very, very well today, and that was amazing to see.
Let's go, Bows.
Alright, let's pull up the browser real quick so everybody can see what I see. So, the Wilds have climbed back up to the top of the table. They never left. Wario Muscles move up into second. Mario Fireballs fall down. Diddy Monkeys stay in the upper end of the pack. Monsters fall down, going 4 and 3 now. Yoshi Eggs pulling up. Browser's Rookies still staying in the middle here. The Monarchs move up. The Spitballs move down. The Knights move down. The Birdo Bows move up. And things are looking good. Bottom 4 teams all have 2 wins apiece. So nobody's completely winless or doing too badly. The Wilds still need to be taken down a peg. They only got 1 loss. Divisional standings, the Muscles still stay on top of the Mushroom Kingdom Conference. The Monkeys are catching up, though.
Absolutely, but that biggest difference is definitely the point differential. And so I am all too happy to see that for my team.
Monsters falling off of the top. They were in second, dropped to third. Over on in the Delfino Island Conference. Wilds continue to stay on top. The Fireballs maintaining their second position despite their loss tonight. In fact, I don't really see any movement here. Everything more or less looks the same. The difference is the Monarchs got that 3rd win and moved up a little bit, but I don't think they actually significantly moved from that spot. Pretty sure they stayed right where they were. So yeah.
Really, all of the teams in my conference really have to worry about playing the DK Wilds because of the fact that, just like the Bowser team today, it's that's likely going to end in a loss for all of us. It's not guaranteed by any means. The DK Wilds have a loss on their side for a reason, but it's definitely going to be that mark of where your team can end up on when it comes to playoffs and everything else on if you beat them or not, and how you can hold your position despite a potential loss against them.
I want to see if the Wilds can handle the Ice Garden or if they'll fall on their asses.
It's gonna
I
be
think
fun.
they've shown that they can before, haven't they?
I think they've only played other than
did.
at home in the DK Stadium and Bowser Stadium.
They have not been to any of the other conferential homes because of their position in the scheduling. Same thing with the Monkeys. They never actually went to anybody else's fields but their own so far.
Fair enough.
This is going to be, unfortunately, going to Shu is going to go on the other foot towards the end of the season. Because the Wilds won't know what their home field will look like anymore, and neither will the Monkeys.
But you know what? Hey, that's fine by me, because at least we, like, Daisy Cruiser gets kind of put out of rotation there, and that's gonna be very threatening for a lot of teams.
For sure, absolutely. All right. Any closing statements before we sign off?
Go Bows. I love to see the Bows win.
The Bows have
Honestly,
momentum right now. It could very well see them start to climb.
Very true. And yeah, like, we've seen some amazing plays really just by every single team. It doesn't really matter. Like, I know, like, point differential kind of shows a vast difference anywhere from, the DK Wilds being up 41 points and then Daisy Flowers being down 36. But, like, all teams have been playing really, really well, and it's really shown through how everyone's kind of refining the teams that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been really cool to see, and it's going to be really awesome to see not only how these teams get further refined throughout the season, but then on top of that, get just like those last little bit of kinks worked out potentially for their team, and to really take it up to that next level and potentially really shake things up as we progress on, because we could definitely see the Flowers make a massive comeback and make playoffs if they get some things sorted out.
Yeah.
And like, especially around the time that they start facing teams in our conference again.
Sounds about right. All right, well, we're gonna raid Kyle. Kyle is on a run in Iron Mon. That's why he wasn't here tonight to hang out with us and do commentary. So everybody, let's go over Kyle and say you missed a great one. It's gonna be the raid message.
Oh my goodness, Kyle's Mon is so good. He already pivoted.
Yeah, he announced that he was going to pivot earlier today, and so this run, it looks like it's going to go very, very far.
That's such a cool Mon. Yeah.
All right, you ready to raid?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, Lego.